Hey, y'all, and welcome back to another episode of Catch That. I am naturally Elise, and that is my bro.
JR.
And we are the R&B representatives, and we are very excited today to bring back a good old pal finally to the show. He busy, y'all. He busy. Um, he is. And so happy to have him, and that is the good brother, Desmond Parson. What's up?
Hey, fam, thank y'all so much for having me back. Good to see y'all again.
Yes. So you have now entered the world of Stevie Wonder. So, JR, what
Yes.
we have talked about how many Stevie albums?
Okay. Yes.
I ain't even let you introduce it. Look how I do it.
Right. That hey, whatever. We've talked about songs in the key of life. That was our first Stevie one with Brian. We had about four people pick Stevie Wonder 70s records from Catch That Minis. We talked about first fulfilling his first finale with Kamani and Abinti. We talked about Talking Book with Adam Rodriguez. We talked about Intervisions with Neltron. We talked about characters with Rashad Ali. And now we're talking about Hotter Than July with Desmond. So this is going to be great. So we're doing Stevie Hotter Than July. This is really going to be a dope episode, y'all, because Desmond is a Stevie head. Oh, when he first came on the show and we did an artist spotlight with him, he let us know he's a Stevie fan. You know what I mean? And you could tell vocally, you could tell Stevie is one of his influence because the boy sings down, y'all, for real. But this is gonna be fun. I'm ready for this for real. Everybody knows how me and Elise got into Stevie. So Desmond, can you tell everybody how you became this big Stevie Wonder fan that you are?
I'm glad that you asked. And believe it or not, this album and its predecessor, the songs in the key of, I'm sorry, the Secret Life of Plants, was it's my gateway. And I say that because I lived um, during the promotion of, like, I was around when this was like the new album. So when I'm 3 years old, Secret Life of Plants comes out, and Hotter Than July is this massive, album. And so akin to what you see on my walls, short stories, and my family used to listen to music all the time, and they would take all the vinyl out. They didn't care for the vinyl, in terms of maintaining it. They just had all the vinyl out and just played it on the record player. So my grandmother would have to lay out the album covers just like this to put the vinyl back in each sleeve at the end of the party or whatever. And this one particular album, this man, like, he's crying. I'm like, why is he crying? I'm looking at, I love album art. And so I'm like, why is this man, my first foray into Stevie was the visuals. So I love, like I said, the cover art. And when you see the sweat, I thought he was crying. So that just led me to, why is he, I'm just looking at this album cover and just, why I had heard, Uptight, some of the 60s stuff, but now I'm putting together like, oh, that's him. That's him that's made this, Master Blaster and all of this. And so, I was around that time, 1980, and just soaking up this album, even by myself. So at a point where, everybody else, the party's over now, I'm listening to this album. And from, Did I Hear You Say You Love Me, all the way to Happy Birthday, like, it's ingrained. And yeah, so Hotter Than July was the first Stevie Wonder album that was out that got me hooked.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. So you talked about Secret Life of Plants. So he was coming off of Songs in the Key of Life, right? And then he released the Journey Through the Secret Life of Plants, which was a commercial disappointment, right?
Right. Right.
And it was a soundtrack. So I don't know what the hell everybody wanted out of it. You know what I mean? It was a
Exactly.
soundtrack. It wasn't like it was his life.
Yeah.
He
To
gave
it.
us in the Songs in the Key of Life.
That's what everybody was expecting. And I mentioned it on the shout out to the Eyes of Wonder, Jaron and Monty, that for the work they
Thank
put in
you.
last week.
Those
Where, yeah,
brothers.
the audience was looking for Songs of Kid Life Part 2. To that point, I too looked at it as just another album that he did. It wasn't any different other, but the art and the music was different than Hotter Than July. But like I said last week, it stood on its own as a Stevie Wonder album. Now, people
Mm-hmm.
wanted to dissect it and look for I Wish or Sir Duke. And then you had enough in that album from, of course, Sing When You Love, Outside My Window, Race Battle, and all of that. So you got the
Mm-hmm.
elements of a, funk, album, but it just wasn't in the love realm per se. He's talking about plants. But,
Mm-hmm.
so again, that those two albums to me were still new and it was fresh. And to me, it wasn't until later on that I had conversations that it's like people was upset and I did hear about the commercial. Obviously the numbers didn't do as well, but
Right.
it's a
Yeah.
standalone album.
And I was about to also say, not only was it a soundtrack, it was a soundtrack to a documentary. Like, come on.
Yeah.
It wasn't a sound, it wasn't, it won't for later days, it won't Lady in Red. You know what I'm saying? It was,
Yeah.
you know, like you
Right.
said, it
Exactly.
was about exactly what it said on the cover. Plants.
It was, but and that's the thing. Even though it was about plants, you still have love songs in that.
Yeah.
You
Yes.
Sing When You Love. I mean, that was the commercial hit from the album, but you look at Black Orchid, and that's already kind of preparing you for the lately. It's the same, almost the same instrumentation. Um,
Yes.
so many elements in that album get overlooked. Power Flower.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, sheesh, you talk about harmonies and just there's some beautiful moments in there. So it needs to be treated and respected just like the quote unquote classic period. You know what I
I
mean?
agree. I agree. And then Motown didn't promote it like they should have either. You know what I mean? They didn't put the money behind it like they did with his other albums for real. So that was a thing too. So that also didn't help
Yeah.
because they didn't put it out there like they normally did.
With that,
Absolutely.
yeah, with that album, do you really think the promotion would have made much of a difference because it was such a
No, I don't.
departure?
No, I don't.
Departure to not to the music people that are listening in a different way
Right.
and can see how it all connects, but just like for a casual fan, do you think that the promotion would have mattered?
I don't think so because this
Yeah.
is 1979. You know who also went through the same
Every
situation?
everything was
Marvin.
funky. 79,
Yeah.
everything was funky.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
And
Exactly.
Marvin went through it with Hear My Dear. So
Yeah.
he went through that. So they didn't get that album at all. You know what I'm saying? So it
Exactly.
was
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
Stevie and Marvin was in their artistic bag. And I love how Elise says it every episode. Follow your artists. You know what I'm saying? Just follow them. They
Yeah,
not in that same space with the album that they gave us. Do y'all know how long that they have to live with that album before we get it? You know what I mean?
exactly.
So it's like
Exactly.
he's somewhere else now. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? And now it's not hard. He's just like,
Yeah.
I just want to do this. This is a
Yeah.
soundtrack to a documentary. I want to do about plants. And when you
And
listen to it, you feel like you're in a garden.
you
You
yeah.
you
do.
do. And then
And
when
you don't
you
have you don't have to like it, but you don't get to leave it out of the
Mm-hmm.
exactly.
conversation. You don't have to like it, because that ain't everybody bag. I ain't fuck with it for a long time.
Hmm.
I just got into it like over the pandemic,
Yeah, exactly.
So
And here's the
Mm-hmm.
deal: he was being himself. So when when he left Motown after Where I'm Coming From and did Music in My Mind, we was all loving that.
mhm.
He was doing his own thing, but we just happened to love it. So we can't get mad at him when he continues to do his own thing, and it's not what we wanted him to do. So
I agree.
I got that from the Audible. I forget the exact title, but it's the Audible documentary, and they were talking about how what did he do that was so different than what he did on Music of My Mind or Talking Book when he ventured out and found these different sounds and things like that. He was being innovative. I think he was being innovative on plants where, especially when you learn the process. So someone's telling him in one ear, this is what's happening. Then there's the other engineers telling him, okay, you got this amount of frames to get this part done.
Mm-hmm.
And then he makes something musically out of that. That takes artistry plus brain power. I mean, I think by the time we the listener get it, it's over our head. We don't care. We just want hits. Yeah, we
Right.
just want the hit. We don't care about what you went through to make it, and all of this stuff. Because we always think that celebrities are these people sitting in these mansions, and and just pie in the sky. But like we have to really think about what it took. Life happens to him like it happens to us. Yet this man has been able to come out with this. I listened to the album in ahead of the program last week, and I'm like, damn, like there was some stuff I missed on there that I never heard before. You know what I mean? So
Mm.
that just only heightened my respect for that particular album.
And I think with that being said, I think because I think to me that Journey Secret Life of Plants is just like Music of My Mind because people didn't get Music of My Mind then. They didn't get
Mm.
it then.
That
And
wasn't a
that's why I
commercial
feel
success.
like,
Mm-mm.
yes. And I feel like Journey Secret Life of Plants, they didn't get that either.
No.
So he
Mm-hmm.
had to kind of go back to the basics again. And this, Hotter Than July, is like his talking book. But I
Mm.
feel like this is a lot of aggression with
Yes.
this.
Oh heck
A
yeah.
lot of aggression. This album is aggression. Because Stevie is like, y'all played with me with that album before then. So I'm
Did.
hot. Like I'm
Well,
tight.
I'm
Then
glad you
July.
brought that up.
I'm
Because
hotter than July. I'm
Yeah.
sweating.
yes.
Probably crying too. Sweating and crying. Just sweating and crying. You know what I'm
Okay,
saying?
so little Desi was right then. They may be some of that may be tears on that front cover.
Right. Right.
Yes.
You knew what you know what I'm saying? Because he was tight. He was like, y'all loved me all the way from Talking Book, all the way to the Songs in the Key of Life, and we get here and y'all just kind of throw me to the wolves. Like now
Yeah.
y'all like, oh, this is whack, and we moving on. Now Stevie's like, I gotta make y'all remember why y'all love me, even though y'all really didn't listen to the album before because it still had the same elements in it that I gave y'all with the other stuff. But
But
now,
dig
but
it.
like you said, there was no hits, there was no single that they
Right.
wanted. So
Exactly. But here's the thing. Like I think you just brought up the pattern. So right after Music in My Mind, Talking Book is this massive commercial, of an album. You look at Secret Life of Plants, and he comes right back with Hotter Than July. I think he did it one more time with the Woman in Red soundtrack. That granted that, I just called to say I love you and the Oscar and all of that. But he comes right
yeah,
back with In Square Circle the next year. He normally doesn't do consecutive albums.
nope, and
And
don't.
especially not after the accident. So,
Yes.
yeah.
So that's why I think this album, he's like, I'm gonna bring y'all back to y'all didn't respect my art. Y'all want hits. I'm gonna give it to y'all. And I'm gonna give
Yes.
it to y'all with all this aggression. That's why he started the album off, because we can start it off now with Did I Hear You Say You Love Me?
Yo, you mean you haven't done nothing? That what you meant?
What? Oh my goodness.
Tell me you
Did,
don't
It
hear
was
it.
it's so damn aggressive. Like he just starts off with it's very disco and funk.
yeah.
Like it's disco and funk and it's feeling. That's why I'm like, oh, Stevie not playing with us now with this.
No.
Like the
Oh, no,
first
no.
35 seconds is nothing but feeling.
Yeah.
Then y'all know I get hyped because after like 30 seconds, the horn comes in and it just start blaring.
Yeah.
And
But
then Stevie comes.
we can't skip over the initial
Ah.
you cannot that listen. I don't want to hear no version of that song that don't have the intro because that is the kick off. So he not only I think I heard the Jacksons do it in concert, but that's the major thrust. Like he didn't just it wasn't like Loves Need to Love Today where it's somber and it's mellow. No.
Nah, oh nah.
On purpose,
Mm-mm.
on purpose, I'm lighting this thing up. So when we talk about Did I Hear You Say You Love Me, you gotta talk about that intro. He that was on purpose.
Yes.
That was on
Oh
purpose.
yes. Oh
Uh,
yes. Oh yes. He
I
like,
love
I'm
the
coming at y'all neck, and that's what the hell I'm doing, and
Yeah.
we gonna do this. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I mean?
I
And it's
love
just
the
but go ahead, sis.
I love the guitar lick. I mean, I love the guitar in it. It's so
Oh
good.
yeah, you play guitar, of course. Come
Yes.
on, Billy.
Yes. And you mentioned the guitar, so now he has the whole Wonder Love crew in effect. Like he could normally he could do the one man band thing. We know that, but he's like, I'm bringing my people. So Nathan Watts,
On them that
Jim
damn bass.
Bridges.
Nathan Watts is an animal. What?
Oh
Just
yeah,
Woo!
nasty. Mm.
he bringing the whole crew. Shirley Brewer, everybody's there.
Angela Winbush.
Angela Winbush.
Y'all.
Susan Green, they just gave I Can't Help It to
Yeah,
Michael the year before then.
yeah.
Like
Dennis Davis, like the whole Wonder Love crew is in effect.
yes.
I think Michael Cimbalo, of course, who made Maniac, he just left. He left off. He was with Stevie from 73, 74, all the way up to the Plants. And so he
Mm-hmm.
ventured out, and we would hear him do, Maniac a few years later. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, Wonder Love was in full swing on this album.
Mm-hmm. And it just, and then like I said, I felt like he was going at the critics because he said, because if you really, really love me, you got to do things to show. Don't give me the wrong impression by showing me the warm expression.
Mm, mm.
Y'all know Secret Life of Players got that warm mixed reception. So Stevie's answering his shit in music, not on Twitter. Twitter fingers.
Yes, yes. You know what? I've never thought about it that way. But it's akin to, if y'all are familiar with Buttercup that he did with the
Yes,
Jackson 5.
Oh yeah.
yes.
And he's talking about Hollywood. He's talking about the music industry.
Oh yeah.
Um, and so just wow, that very good observation, bro. I can see that.
Listen, because this is actually more of my intro to Stevie, to be honest, even though
Yeah,
I'm 60 says, but this album I love down. So I have analyzed this album so much, and to know how everything went with the album before then, I'm like, Stevie came in and was like, I'm gonna answer y'all. And I'm
mm,
gonna get you, and that's why this album is so damn aggressive, and I'm here for it.
yeah.
I'm here for it all.
Oh, oh, and we just getting started. I mean,
Listen,
just so much. I mean, even this song
yeah.
is fire. I mean, it's
Mm-hmm.
literally, um, it's not the most commercial song when you think of the singles, of course, that came up
Mm-hmm.
from it, but nonetheless, that's a right hook coming out and very well, yeah. I mean, in terms of speaking towards the industry and the reception of the previous album, because again, there was 2 years, there was 2 years between fulfilling this and Songs in the Key of Life,
Mm-hmm.
and now we're looking from 3 years from Songs in the Key of Life to Plants. And this is unusual. Like, I got to answer this. So, like
Yes.
you said, I'm not going to go. Well, they ain't had social media back then, but I got to answer this. You know what I
yeah,
mean? And
yeah,
makes me
yeah.
think about his crew, like his people, like, what were they saying? I mean, I'm sure that between his brothers that he had with him, and, just his staff and crew, like, what was their reception like maybe I don't know. I was wondering if Stevie thought that. Of course, he's an artist. He's going to do what he's going to do. But
Mm-hmm.
what was his? Because he was disappointed. He mentioned his disappointment in Motown pushing uh, Secret Life of Plants.
Yeah.
The tour that he did for that was cut short. Only 6 shows for that tour.
Mm-hmm.
So as much as Bad wasn't as successful as Thriller. You know what I mean? And so it's like, we
Yeah.
saw Michael sit in the audience and look at, I'm not sure who else won in '87, but in terms of Grammys and stuff, but he didn't sweep like he did with Thriller. So you got to question if, it got in his head a little bit, and thus, we got to come right back out with something. We got to do something.
Especially with the fact that he's everything he everything he put out was turning gold.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody he worked with, everything he did, it was nothing that ever he was doing between 72 to 77. Stevie was on fire.
Yeah.
Like nothing, he did nothing wrong. So finally he gets a disappointment, and it's like, wait, this don't feel too right. Like, what's going on here? Like, you know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like, everything's been working and this don't work. And
Yeah.
and this is basically me doing everything that I did. So was they loving me then? Or was that bull? Like it's now his mind is wondering to me. And it's
Yeah.
like, He was like, oh, they forgot who I was. Oh, okay. All
Yeah.
right. I got y'all. Y'all
Yeah.
forgot who I was? Y'all want the hits? I'm gonna give it to y'all. You know what I'm
Didn't
saying?
he though? I mean, literally, it's almost like Thriller in that each song could have been its own single to a certain degree. Um, it was 10 strong songs. I'll say this: there's not a dud in this album. Okay, okay. I think I know which one you. I think I know which one. But see, I'm biased. I'm
But
biased, but I
yeah,
love it.
we'll get to what we do. It's not a disdain for it.
Right,
It's
right,
I just we will get to it.
Yeah, yeah,
right.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
not it's
speaking
not
of
a it's not an abject outright hate. It's not at all.
right,
I
not at
dig
all.
it. I
No,
dig
not
it.
at all. Not at all. So speaking of Michael, we get to all I do.
Mm, mm, mm.
Oh Lord Jesus. Okay. At
Yeah.
least this is the one I'm gonna go nuts for.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go on, bro. Go
So
on.
Do
this
you
is
think?
one of my favorite Stevie songs, period. And it's because the people of my life is on this,
Mm-hmm.
background wise.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? You got Betty Wright, you got Eddie Levert, you got Walter Williams, and you got Michael Jackson. And then I ain't gonna forget about homie though. What's his name?
Um,
Uh,
Raheem,
Jamil
Jamil,
Raheem.
Jamil
Yes,
Raheem.
yes. But this is these people are my life. Like Betty Wright was played in my house out of control.
Mm-hmm.
The OJs is my favorite group. I say that every show. Like they're
Yeah.
up there for me. So to have them and for Stevie to have them these are extinct voices, and I can hear every last one of them in these
Yes.
backgrounds.
Yes.
Every last
And
one of them.
and
You know what
all of
I'm
those
saying? And it's
people,
yeah.
all those people you
Yes.
said are a lot.
Right.
They're very extra. So to be able to meld all that extra, because that's a whole lot of extra. Like
Mm-hmm.
the
That's
first
why
three
I said
names you
Stevie is
named,
a great.
yeah.
Yeah.
So go off.
How
Yeah.
could he do that? Like you said, since like you got Eddie, who is a growl and loud and taking you to church revival all the time, right? You got Betty Wright that always got something to prove when she
Mm.
sings. You got Walter that, yeah, he plays the bat, but he's still being heard.
Yeah.
And then you got Michael. This is solo Michael now. Now this is Michael that, well, he's been solo, quote unquote, but this
Right.
is his breakout.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So now he got something to prove. And you got all of these people on there, and you get this. And I'm just like, it sounds, and then the breakdown. I'm thinking
Mm.
about my babe. And like that part,
Yes.
I lose my sanity. Like what? And that's when I can hear every last, I'll be like, yep, that's Betty doing the high. That's Eddie at the bottom. I can hear Michael and Walter in the middle. Like I can hear them. And I was like, Stevie, and Stevie like, I don't need to do background. I got enough. They
Yeah.
good. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, good night. First of all, again, just like with the intro to Did I Hear You Say You Love Me?
Yes.
He just said, all right, we just gonna abruptly cut this. We out of this. And all I
Yes.
do just pop up. You know what I
That y'all
mean?
just go boom,
Boom.
boom, boom.
It's on beat. It's almost on beat from Did I Hear You Say You Love Me? And
Yes.
just the I like the I'm sure y'all heard the single version with the Rhodes intro,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I still like I need that abrupt intro. That's the abrupt intro for me, and I dig it, man. I mean the sax solo. I mean the things that stand out. First, when I did understand that, yes, to your point, Michael in particular, I was looking for his voice because when I opened up the gatefold and I looked through and I see who's on there, so now I'm listening because I'm an OJ's fan too. I'm an OJ's fan, and particularly Eddie's voice. You gonna know Eddie's voice when you
Yes,
hear it.
Lord.
you're gonna hear Michael's voice when you hear it. So now I'm hearing. I mean, I hear Walter in there. I'm like, yo, like he. It's a good mix. It's
Mm-hmm.
a good mix, and yes. So okay, and this is actually this song. Going back to my childhood, this actually is my foray into being a musician because I knew from this album
Mhm.
that I didn't want to just listen to music. I wanted to, no pun intended, I wanted to do like you. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to do it. And so I would sit at the my grandmother's coffee table, and this particular song, for some reason, I don't know why, but when you get to the breakdown, thinking, baby, I was like, I got to play harder because it sounds like you playing harder on the song. And but yeah, I mean, it's so iconic because you almost want to wait to the intro
Yes.
to just do the breakdown. Thinking, baby, about you, baby. You want to do it. You know what I'm saying? And
I
so,
didn't have to ask Desmond to sing. He did it anyway. Thank
oh, oh,
you.
nah, you on cue, man, on cue. But the thing, here's the thing. What I think he wanted us to do too, which what we're doing,
Mhm.
you get those hooks in your head.
Mhm.
So like the hooks that are on this album, they they are easy, they catchy. Stevie is a jazz head, but he makes it like Earth, Wind, and Fire. They do these jazz arrangements, but they're catchy songs like a September, where you want to you may even know the words, but you
Mhm.
know that melody. And so that thinking baby, that coda, that little breakdown is that was by design, I want to say too, just because it's catchy, you know. Um and since we're talking about this song, it wasn't until maybe 10, 15 years ago that I heard that Tammy Terrell version.
Oh, you going here? Okay,
Oh,
good.
and she made that thing. I mean, I won't say creepy. It was haunting. It was like, oh, okay. I
It's kind of creepy to me.
didn't see that though. Didn't see that. It's
It feels obsessive because, okay,
yeah,
even though
go
the
go
words
go
that
ahead.
Stevie is saying, it's a little much. And the fact that he's singing it so aggressive. Like he comes in, you,
yeah,
from
and
the
the
jump.
growls
It won't
and
no
the
build up.
growls.
It's no, yeah. The growls is my favorite. The breakdown and the growls is my favorite elements of this.
Yes,
I
like
love it.
vocal.
I love when Stevie growl. That's my ooh.
And the growl, yeah, like Chelsea girl. Yeah,
How exciting! Yeah, love it.
yes. I never.
Love it.
I don't think no. Ass, of course. We heard
Yeah.
that one, ass,
Ooh.
Yes.
but still, like this one was different.
Yeah.
You know.
And I knew because me reading the liner notes, right? I was like, Stevie has not worked with Clarence and Morris in years.
Mm-hmm.
This is before I even knew that Sammy did a version.
Right.
I was like, wait, he working with them again? Because I was like, Stevie ain't worked with them since the 60s. Like, I'm
Right.
like, why are they on here? So when that came out, and like I heard it in like maybe 2003, 2004, and I heard Tammy's version, I said, now it makes sense. Now I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, oh, that's why they was on here, because this was already a song that they gave to her,
Oh
and
man.
then it was unreleased. You know
Yes.
what I'm saying? Nobody knew about it. So now Stevie was like, well, shit, fuck it. Ain't nobody, I'm going to use it. I'm going to turn that joint around. And like you said, since he coming so aggressive, like he comes in so hard. And like
He
y'all said,
does.
she's so, it's like hauntingly beautiful to me. I
Yeah.
love Tammy Terrell's voice.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
I love her voice. And it's very
I do
that. And I
like it
was like,
though.
uh,
I do like it, but his first thing he said before he tried to switch it up, it is creepy to me, but I like it.
Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
I mean, he comes in super aggressive.
yes.
And he's showing his vocal prowess. I mentioned it on the Zoom last week regarding plants and vocally between, I want to say, Secret Life of Plants and this album, particularly on ballads, you can hear the range It's a clearer tone. It's a brighter tone. That may be part of engineering, but Stevie at this point, is he's. I don't want to say peaking because we see a lot more. I think post Jungle Fever, you can see his voice is aging, but in this era, mm, he was tearing them down, and all I do was just like I'm gonna show y'all, you know, vocally what what I'm, basically who I am. I know that for most people, Luther was on the scene at this point, but Luther wasn't Luther like we, would come to know Luther, but everyone had their contemporaries. So I think for Rick James, it was a Marvin Gaye. There was people Bryson. You had a lot of male vocalists around this time, but Stevie was Stevie, and you talking to the wrong person. I'm biased anyway, but
at
you
least
know
you
what I mean?
honest. You honest with it.
You honest
Yeah.
about it, though. Yes, I respect it.
Yeah.
Yes, like because you honest with it. You know what I'm saying? But yes, this is a favorite of mine when it comes to Stevie, and then to know that he did it in the '60s, and I'm a '60s Motown head, so it just made sense on why this is one of my favorite Stevie songs. Then to have my favorite people on it, it was just a whole thing for me. Like, yes, it's just the whole thing of it all. That's why I love it. And then when I listen to it, it just makes me happy when I hear it, and I just imagine the picture that they got out now. Have y'all seen the picture of them after the session?
Yeah.
It's all of them in it except Walter. But they all in it after the Mike and Betty. And Betty got her beads too.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
And then, what you call it, still got his afro and he still got his. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Then you got Jamal that's on in front of it. So it's just I think about the song, it just makes me happy. And when I see that picture, I just love it.
Yeah. You got to.
Yes.
You know what you just reminded me of inadvertently?
What?
Of what we call this, of what me and you call this album? The Beads.
Yes.
I forgot that. I introduced it as that. I forgot. We used to say that all the time. We were like, yeah. We was like this, and this, and then the Beads. And then
really?
I don't think we ever say How Did You Lie before. We were like, the Beads.
No.
This is my favorite. I love the beat. I love the bead era.
Love it.
I love it because this is my foray. This is what I knew Stevie to be. The plants. He had the dice kind of beads. I remember I was trying to take my sister beads out of her head. I had like a short afro, but I wanted them beads so bad. You know what I mean? Yes, I loved, and I would, and again, going back to the art, I love the art because back then, part of your listening experience was opening the gatefold, putting the vinyl on, and while you listen, you're looking. You may look at the front cover, you may look at the back. Like I looked at the back cover, like the piano on fire. Like, what? Exactly. I'm like, where you go? He left the microphone. It must be on fire, so he had to leave. Like, I'm a kid, so my logic, you know what I mean? It was just like it played so much. Even when you open it up and then you see the riot pictures from the gate from the sleeve, and it's like I'm all the imagery and the music is I'm a big person on cover art because it's just like the album itself. The visuals help sell what's going on, and the music hasn't disappointed yet. You know what I mean in terms of giving up that vision.
Yes.
No pun intended.
Yes. Oh yeah. Like that. But like you've been doing it.
I'm a graphic design nerd. I'm a graphic designer.
Mm-hmm.
And I love the typography. I like the color balance. I like it's like this is some shit you say. I wish I made that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
The detail of the sweat, just everything. And if you're looking close at the beads on the cover, like it's just the detail.
The detail, because I was looking at the how his hair is visible and like you can see it's visible in some of the beads. Like someone took their time. They didn't just do all beads.
Yeah.
They left some hair extensions visible. And so a lot of respect. The other thing that that I like too, particularly with this, is that the reflection of the sunglasses.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
so I would look for that when I found so back then you didn't have Google and you didn't have Wikipedia, so you didn't know the lineage of other Stevie Wonder. So I didn't. And so my joy would be to go to someone else's house and find a whole new album that I never knew. And I would look for that sunglass and the reflection. So I think fulfilling their songs in the key of life and hotter than July had that little twinkle in the sunglasses.
Yes,
I
it
was
did.
always looking for that.
Yeah. And then you get music of my mind, you get the reflection of everything that's
Ooh,
going on in like that. That is also my favorite Stevie. It's my favorite Stevie album. It's my favorite Stevie cover. That shit is cold.
really?
I need a shirt.
Oh,
Yes.
I need
that
a
is
I need
dope.
a shirt of that. I need a
Yes.
shirt of that.
That I mean that the cover art, I must say his cover art is, I mean, even the fulfillingness,
I
you know.
Oh
love
my
fulfillingness.
God.
The
I mean,
This,
fulfillingness that it's like the fulfillingness of finding all the stuff. It's like a Where's Waldo of just
yes,
everything you find in it.
yes,
yes.
very
And
good
mind you, he's
observation.
coming off of Individuals, which that cover was nuts.
Oh yeah,
And then to go into first finale and you finding shit, you like, damn, he put that in there. Oh, that too. Oh, damn.
The
Okay,
loan from
like,
the accident that smashed through the
yes.
window. I mean, just it was, and then the level and why there was nothing on the other stair steps.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, yo, that was genius.
Mm-hmm.
man.
That was
Genius.
genius.
Yeah, that
Mm-hmm.
one.
And again, so just I don't want to, go off tangent, but the
We
cover
okay?
art just so speaks to it helps sell it. The green from the Secret Life of Plants and the Braille. You only get Braille on Talking Book and the Secret Life of
Secret
Plants.
Life of Plans. Yep. That's
Yeah,
You know what I
it.
mean? And
yeah.
just the detail. I mean, it's beautiful art, man. You gotta respect it. And so
Yeah, gorgeous.
that helped, when I'm listening to All I Do, and I'm listening to Did I Hear You Say You Love Me, and it's the excitement, the movement, it's the beat, and I'm listening to it. My grandmother had that record player that looked like a uh, what do you call it?
Cabinet.
Like
The,
cabinet. Thank you.
yeah,
And you had to lift it up and you put the record
Oh
on your
God, yes,
arm, i.e. the good radio, the good stereo.
my great
yes.
auntie had one of them,
Yes.
and
My grandparents had
it
one of
yeah,
them.
and tangentially related. They also had the cabinet sewing machine where it was a whole piece of furniture.
Yes.
You
Yes.
so yeah,
Wow.
That's how music was supposed to be listened to.
Bye. Bye.
agreed.
Yes.
Mm-mm-mm.
Absolutely. Okay, y'all. So we went off for All I Do. I know this one is gonna go off of this. So we're on Rock and Love.
Mm.
Do do do. I'm gonna let you have it, sis, because this is her favorite
Okay.
On this
Stevie
album.
record. So I'm gonna let sis go. Go ahead.
Okay.
No, on this album.
On this album, yeah.
Yes.
Sorry,
Um. What a sad fucking song. And made even sadder by how many times I have felt precisely the same way that Stevie is feeling in every part of this song.
Mm.
Some separate, some all at the same time. And
Mm.
it's that feeling of someone lifting you up, whether it be your hopes up, whether it be your mood up, and then all of a sudden, now yeah, there might have been signs, but you're all in love. You're in love.
Mm.
Life is good. You know all this, good serotonin running through your body. It's like you're living, and then you wanna drop my black ass
Mm.
back down. I don't want to go back there, but you got dropped. You ain't got no choice, and that fucking
Mm.
sucks. And it's the
Mm.
worst feeling. And this song is a lament of just that. And I apply this not just to romantic love. It's just of disappointment in life when you finally think I'm doing good. if
Yeah.
you've been through a struggle for a long time and then you starting to get back to a good place and you're like, okay, I'm rocking and rolling. I'm doing what I got to do. I'm taking care of me. I'm taking care of my people. And then, I don't know, I just, example, you get laid off.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Things were finally coming together. Life was
Mm-hmm.
getting good. And then, boop, go back to the cold world with no resources. Okay, bye. Like, and that song, and so it's so sad, but I will listen to it over and over again. I do try to avoid sad songs a lot, but that's one I can't. And then what's going on musically too, but it's just that
Mm-hmm.
idea of the extreme highs and then instantly at the low.
Mm.
And yeah, okay.
Oh, I I mean, I couldn't have said that in any better. In
Me
fact,
either.
I'm not even gonna mess. I not so. I respect what you just said because it's more than just relationship. It's more than just a relationship song. You can talk about your own feelings, like you mentioned, euphoria. You're happy, and like you said, I don't want to go back to that place.
Mm-mm.
Um, Almost like many said the year before, back down memory lane. I don't.
Mm.
I can't. That's one song I can't listen to
That's a hard song for me to listen to too.
for a lot of reasons.
Yes.
But
I just can't listen to the end. When it get to save me, I got to turn to the
I turn it off.
Yeah. Yep.
Teddy said turn
Yep.
it off. I
Yep.
will turn it off. I
Yep.
can't
Me
do it
too. Yep.
because I knew her save me. Her
Mm-mm.
save me. Jesus, I can't.
It's different.
Yeah.
It's different. You know what she meant by that, and it's like I
Mm,
can't no more. Like no. Mm-mm. So I
mm.
don't listen to that song a lot at
I
all.
can't.
Like mm-mm,
I can't.
mm-mm.
I won't. I'll listen to Lover and Friend. That's one of the bombest many Riperton albums. Cause Stevie on there too. But
Yes, of the
I
facts.
digress. But
Still applies.
I, yeah, can't do it. Um, but just yeah, what a great observation. I mean, to be lifted up to these heights, and to be let back down to this cold world. Um, and then the line that really gets me, and it's like I wouldn't even do that to a dog. Like
Yep.
that, like it's like I wouldn't even put that on my worst enemy.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So this thing is real. This what he was referring to. Like I wouldn't even, that's a unfathomable feeling. I wouldn't want to
Yeah.
put that on anyone. And so that was the line that stood out. I mean, there was so much that he said, in the verses, but the one thing that I come to love about this album too, in particular this song, is vocally, if I'm not mistaken, there are no female background vocals on this song. This is all Stevie. So, and we'll see this later in the album, but he showed us, and I want to talk to you from where I'm coming from, and
Mm-hmm.
some other, Pan from Power Flower. He can manipulate his voice, and so I'm like, this is just some ladies are really singing on this thing till I open it up, and this is all him. And so that made me respect him as a vocalist because he can bring out these different, these characters. I'm talking from the musical standpoint, but I mean, this is a beautiful song, just like um, Memory Lane, that you either going to listen to it and love it, or you going to listen to it and I love it, but I got to be in the mood to listen to it.
Right.
You dig?
Right. Right. With this, I Paul Reiser with those strings on this
Mm-hmm.
brings the emotion out so much that it brings you in. And I know with Stevie, one thing about him, when he wants to talk about heartbreak and he's really into it, he just wanted to be him. If you think about all of those emotional records that he has, like All Love Is Fair and all of these type of songs,
Mm-hmm.
those songs, he's on that. It's just him. He don't want nobody else. It's like, yo, this is me and raw. This is just me, and this is what you're gonna get. And this is one of those because it was like from like 2 minutes and 54 seconds, right? he goes from there to the end, and it's just like he's vocalizing, then the harmonies is coming in, and then he's just flowing at the end.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I think I knew when Elise said this is my favorite song on this album. I know Music of My Mind is her favorite Stevie album. I could see this on that because I could hear this right after Superwoman. So for
Yeah.
me, I'm like, it makes sense that Elise loves this song. You
That
know what I
that
mean?
that would make sense storytelling wise too.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes,
Oh.
Yeah. It picks up from Where Were You When I Needed You.
yeah.
That's my favorite Stevie Wonder song.
Is y'all trying to kill me today?
Super.
But I
Listen.
forgot who we dealing with. This is a Stevie Wonder head. I forgot
Yeah.
who we dealing with.
Because Superwoman is my favorite Stevie song.
Yes,
Mine too.
Yeah, that's my favorite.
Ooh,
And Jay, I'll tell you, that never changes. Like
never.
everything under it changes, but
Yeah.
that doesn't change. Like it just
That last thing going through your head and that little middle section.
Oh.
Getting to Where Were You When I Needed You?
mm-mm. You know, it made me talk about Erica. I can't leave. It's too late. That she was getting her good Stevie on.
Oh my goodness.
I can't leave. Man, Erica studied that song. I'm sure she's heard that song 25 million and 3 times.
Yeah.
And you can't tell me no different.
No, not at all.
I
But you know,
mean,
there's a thing about the phrasing that I really like.
mhm.
In a certain, like, specifically, the passion burning in your heart. What's the next one?
Make Hell's Fire seem like a spark.
And then it's but then it's where did it go? It's so defeated.
Yeah.
Yep.
This is one of the saddest songs I ever heard in my whole life.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, he so expressive. I remember that Where Did It Go is like a low. Like he had to go in his chest to bring that, and I'm like,
where did it go?
Yeah.
And I'm sorry.
Where'd it go, baby? Where'd it go?
All of these songs is to Sarita. You can't tell me that it isn't. I think that it's the love of his life to me. I think that's who that was his muse, and we're gonna get there because she's on the 5th record.
She coming up.
We'll get there.
And was on the last album.
All of those sad songs, when he's talking about heartbreak, I really feel like that's some deep stuff with him and Sarita. I just do. And then when I think about this, I was like, God damn.
Yeah.
I'm like, wait a minute, Stevie. Y'all done broke up since Talking Book, and we still here? Like, you know what I'm saying? But
she's been on every album since Fulfilling This, all the way up to
like I want that old thing back.
Okay.
Fun fact: the very first time I got to see Stevie Wonder live in concert was in Detroit 2001, and he had some people. The Spinners were there. Ray Parker Jr. played with him. But who walks on stage with Stevie when she did her version of well, not her version, but when she did With You I'm Born Again and he played the harmonica? Oh, I melted. I was done. Everybody in the audience was crying. I think Stevie was crying.
I bet.
Yep,
I mean,
Stevie was sweating and crying.
What? I mean, just her. Yeah, I know we're gonna talk about her, but yeah, I can see that. I can see that correlation.
Yeah, any of his heartbreak, I think, is to her. You know what I mean? But again, they obviously had a love for each other that would never go away because, again, she was still on albums after the divorce and after this. Yeah. So there was a love there, and they just had a musical chemistry that you just could not just break. You know what I'm saying? Like you just, unfortunately, it was like, yeah, maybe the marriage didn't work, but musically, we're connected forever.
I said it last week. Musically, they still married. Musically, they don't even have to do harmony. They when they do unison. Yeah, we'll talk. I know we'll get into it, but you can hear.
We went.
I'm sorry. I don't want
No, you you good. You good. This is great. I knew we was gonna go here. I knew
Yeah,
this was gonna. I knew it. I knew it. But I knew this was Sis's record. You know what I mean? So I just had to
yeah,
let her have her time because
right.
we were talking about it today, and she was like, "You know, Jr. When we get the Rocket Love, it's over, right?"
Mm. Yeah, it's a beautiful song. I mean,
Yes.
from the music standpoint, since you broke that down lyrically, I mean, what he said, how he said it. I mean, I didn't realize it until I got older. Because again, when I'm experiencing this album, this is a 3 or 4 year old. So,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
you know,
We about the same age, so yeah. Mm-hmm.
yeah. So I mean, I had to take it from what I could take. The low hanging fruit. They sound good. And I would, try to take in what I could in terms of what things meant. But musically, it has the same vibe. It was beautiful. I mean, from the beginning notes all the way to the way that it ends. Um, it's almost like a Where Were You and I Needed You Part Two in a
Absolutely.
sense.
Oh yeah.
You know
Yeah,
something
yeah.
else about the sound of it?
Mhm.
It sounds like they're playing it in a damp ass cave with
Yeah,
I done picture the whole scene with stalactites and stuff hanging and stuff dripping and
yeah.
like shadowy, but somebody has a lantern, so there's like a faint glow. That's what that song is visually to me.
He had the reverb. Is more reverb, so it feels like it's more open. Because
Yeah.
a lot of his stuff is closed,
Yeah.
but
It's
Mm-hmm.
so open.
yeah, way open.
It's like hollow, but oh
Hmm.
yeah, yeah, it's in a cave.
Yes.
It's a magical cave. It's wonderful. Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
What's the
Love it.
next song,
Okay.
Junior?
All righty. So we're gonna go to I Ain't Gonna Stand for It.
That was one of my favorite Stevie songs as a kid.
Hmm.
Me too.
Hmm.
It's so
Me too. Me
fun.
too. Cause y'all know Steve love him some country and folk. Y'all know this. Like
Mhm.
that man love him some folk. And
Yeah.
you can take that back to talking book with all of that. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Right.
Like,
Well, I love talking about it so much because I love folk
right.
music. Mhm.
It's
Yeah.
very folk. Cause he loves
Love it.
that. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Cause he's so eclectic. And
Hmm.
Stevie is such a musician.
Mhm.
Like, he's just I want you to feel me any way possible. If I ain't gonna get you lyrically, I'm gonna get you musically. If I ain't gonna get you musically, I'm gonna get you through this melody. I'm gonna get you somewhere, and that's why I said he's one of the GOATs.
Yeah.
Period. Because nobody else can do anything like this. You know what I mean? And for him to do something like this, to mix country, folk, you know he gonna have the gospel and soul on it because Uncle Charlie is behind him. So,
Mm.
so
Mm.
you know when you hear that stand,
I saw
I
Uncle
love
Charlie
when they
last
do
week.
that stand,
Yeah.
baby. I'm like,
Yeah.
Uncle Charlie
I
can't
saw
be
Uncle Charlie
denied.
last week
Yeah, I know you did.
in
You were here.
Baltimore.
Really? Wow.
Yes.
Babyface and them.
Oh, right. 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 Right.
It was Chef's Kiss. Yes.
Was that Elder Barge
Lucky
was with them
you.
too?
Yeah.
Okay.
And KC,
Yes.
it was
Mm.
nah, it was great.
Oh,
It was
Lucky
amazing.
you.
I know it was.
But this also and Stevie is always a student of music, even though he's a student because this is the time when the Gap Band is the shit.
Yeah.
So
Mm.
Stevie knows what's going on around him. So he like, all right, let me work with them. Come
Yeah.
on, y'all. Come on over here. Come on over here.
Yeah.
And you would never think he would put them on something like this, and it worked.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So for Ronnie and Charlie to be behind him, and Stevie is just on this country folk type of record, you don't think it would make sense, but it does.
But it works.
Yes.
It works. It's like it's almost like a little different, but like Boogie on Reggae Woman when you take this boogie woogie funk
Mhm.
concoction, this fruit punch, and you come out with something, you know what I mean? So And then he went country on that album with Heaven is 10 zillion light years away.
Yes, he did.
But the respect, again, like I mentioned before with Rocket Love, musically none of these songs sound the same, but vocally, I remember like, this is a different Stevie Wonder? Like, is this a different, like, it don't sound like, this don't sound like the Rocket Love Steve. He just got finished singing with these ladies' voices. And now he's, don't wanna believe, but they're telling me. And I'm like, huh? That's not, is it a bunch of Stevie Wonders? Is it like a group of them? And they call Stevie Wonder? But it just, and I had, my respect grew because I'm like, this dude can vocally, you can see the characters he's trying to be.
Edge characters.
You can see, okay, this somebody's playing him. He somebody stepping out on him.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody digging around in my cake. What does that mean? Like a kid, it's kid logic. So you thinking stuff face value, like real cake, but
I done did that many times on this show.
Yeah, you're like a kid. You be like, why are you touching my cake?
Why are you touching my cake? Your shoes under my bed. What that mean? You know what I'm saying? But just it was, again, just he took country and then he goes kind of disco with the verse, with the chorus, and I'm like, yo, this is, the beat is there, and I'm like, this is a perfect fusion, and so he covers a lot of musical genres. And we're talking, this is the fourth song on the album. We've done just straight up pop. We've done like a Brazilian type of feel, bossa nova type of beat.
Then you made music in the cave.
Made music in the cave. You know what I'm saying? And you got straight disco with All I Do. So, I mean, he's covered 4 different genres. And we're not even to the end of the first side of the album. And so, plus with Charlie, you cannot.
Yeah. But you say you're surprised to hear Charlie. Have you listened to Gap Band Deep Cuts?
Yes.
And some of the little country fast shit they got?
Yeah, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
thanks from a thanks.
Yeah. Charlie cuts through you.
Yeah, country boy.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Charlie, he cuts through that chorus almost more than Stevie. Mm-hmm. In fact, you probably hear Charlie more than Stevie, and I ain't gonna stand for it.
And that's why Stevie had to give you a growl here and there, because he knew how Charlie was going in on this chorus. Because when you hear the hook, you're gonna notice Charlie's voice. So Stevie's like, now wait a minute, this is my song now, so I'm gonna have to give y'all a growl here and there.
And you know the energy Charlie had. Watch. Go find. It's a particular live performance. I'll put it in the box, but it's for 79 or 80 of a Gap Band, and the energy that band had, I know part of it was cocaine, but it was next level. It was something else too. That won't number guard.
Listen, I think, and someone said this, and I can see
so bad.
The lineage, the vocal lineage.
Yes.
You had Stevie and Charlie and Stevie kind of had some similarities vocally. But
yeah.
Then the baton was handed over to Aaron Hall. And then from Aaron Hall was R. Kelly.
Right.
I could see that. I could see that. So someone said that and I thought about it, and I think around the early 80s, Stevie and Charlie definitely played off each other. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. I think so.
Yeah.
Because it's a little something later, and I'm like,
we'll
talk about
it. Yeah.
We'll get there.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, this is I love it. I love I love the feel of this album. And again, if I'm not mistaken, the transition from albums, I don't know what he was on, but he was like, all right, we out of this. And but I remember just loving the feel of this album. It may not be one I listen to just because I got so many favorites, You know,
Yeah.
Superwoman I probably play the most. I play that song more than I probably should. But you know,
Solidarity, my brother.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Good days. Listen to Superwoman. Some not so good days. Let me listen to Superwoman. You know what I mean? You know, I'm energized. Let me play High Ground. Then I'm listening to Superwoman. You know what I mean? But
Hey,
yeah.
oh God! But on this too, the guitars and the bass, they obviously was kicking ass on there because you needed it. Obviously, with this being a country type of record, so
Mhm.
definitely Hank. What's the DeVivo? That's his name.
DeVito.
DeVito, yes, Hank
Yeah.
DeVito and Benjamin Bridges, who is my guy on guitar. I
Oh
love it. He
yeah.
works with Stevie, love it. And then Nathan on that damn fucking bass. And when he had the little solo in there too, I was just like, oh my god! I was just like the
Yes.
musicality of Stevie. Period. Like, how do you just put all of this shit together like this? You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like, it's just
Yeah.
like, that's why I was just like, yeah, it's like you cannot help but to love this guy. Like music.
Yeah.
That's why I was like, Stevie got he when I was in, come on in them as their, chat, we in there, I'll be like, Stevie is music. Period. Like,
Yeah.
where do you can't say anything else. Like, he's just that guy. You know what I'm saying? So I just with this, it just we go from his emotion because I think now we're so deep in that with Rock and Love. It's like, all right, we get to I ain't gotta stand for it. He gotta kind of take us out of it a little bit. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, it's just like we so deep in our emotions. Let's have a little
Yeah,
fun.
we need
You know what
some.
I mean? Like, let's take it up a little bit. You know what I'm
He
saying?
does that though. But that he's famous for that. Think
He
about it.
is
He just sang You and I, and now you partying with Tuesday Heartbreak.
Tuesday.
Yep. Man,
He
talk
you
about it.
Too Shy to Say, and then now you hear this Boogie on Reggae Woman, the little synthesizer part come in. Then,
Yes.
uh, 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 all the love is fair,
Mm.
and then bum 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 bum
Bum,
bum, bum.
bum, bum,
Like
bum, bum,
he know what
bum.
he doing.
Yes.
He know what he doing.
It's like, Stevie, you playing with my emotions. Even, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just,
Yeah, he knows how to, and even it's not even a Stevie, but well, the song is Stevie, but like when you hear the end of I Can't Help It, and then you go into
Lord, you done killed
DJ
JR.
Spin the Sounds. You know what I'm saying?
You
Burn
just
this disco out.
yeah. Now, I Can't Help It is my favorite Michael song, period.
My,
And to
and then for
know that
that,
Stevie gave him that, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was just like,
mm,
how? Like, and every time I just close my eyes and listen to that song, and I just think about the picture of Michael looking over Stevie. What? And
oh
this is
right,
that 70? Yes. And
yes,
Michael is just looking over, and I think about that because it's like that young kid is getting this record from
soaking
him.
it up, soaking it.
Yes, he just
yep,
soaking it in, and he finally got his chance when he gave him "I Can't Help It," and it's Michael eats it up. You know what I
he
mean?
does.
Eats it up, and
Thanksgiving
then
dinner, eat.
yes, and it's like Stevie was like, "Okay, you did good. So you know what? I'm gonna bring you on the
Yeah.
background of me doing all I
Yeah,
do. Come
Good
on,
job, young man.
yeah, good
yeah,
job, good job.
yeah.
So I'm
He
gonna bring you."
And I love the fact that there was so many versions of "I Can't Help It." You know, they're the demo versions that have come out, but
Mm-hmm.
the definitive one is the one that made the album. Now, all of them were fire. Even the
Mm-hmm.
up tempo disco one,
Yeah.
Right.
the one that was meant to be on there was the one that made it, and that's that. They smoothed they quiet stormed that thing out.
Mhm.
And I couldn't hear it any other way. I mean,
I
that's
wish it was remixes back then to where in the moment we could have heard those and not 40 years later, you know?
Right.
yeah,
Um, ugh,
yeah.
Right.
this,
Mm,
ugh, ugh.
mm.
God, you're reading my mind. So as if you read my mind.
Yeah.
What, John, what did I say about this song earlier today?
I forgot.
I don't
I've been
remember
sipping.
nothing except dates. Um,
Yes, yeah.
I
I'm
kid.
sorry. I've been sipping. So go
Uh,
ahead.
I said it sounds like a Steely Dan song that would have been on
You did.
Angel.
Yes, you
Mm-hmm.
did. Yep.
It's
Yep,
some
you did.
elements in there. I'm like, Steely Dan right there.
Yeah.
And that's a
Yeah.
great thing because I'm diehard. Ooh, diehard Steely Dan. So it
Really?
made me feel
Okay.
good. It felt familiar. I'm like, oh, hey.
Yeah. This is jazz for me. It's like jazz,
Mm-hmm.
not jazz fusion, but it's like jazz. That's the first word that comes to mind, especially with that first piano intro.
Listen
Um,
here. That's why I thought, yes, talk about it.
yeah,
What?
that piano intro, and then again, I like um the full band vibe.
Mm-hmm.
I think on a few songs he goes kind of the one man band, but this one, Dennis Davis, Nathan Watts, and I'm listening musically, to the drums, and I mean this is a I love the
Dennis is
arrangement
eating
of
these
this.
drums. Woo.
I love the just the music itself. I like in
Mm-hmm.
the if you have seen him on YouTube when he does this song live, he a lot of times he opens his show with this song. He did so last time I saw him in October in Baltimore last year. Um, Outside of the single that he had, Can We Fix Our Nation's Broken Heart, he'll start the kickoffs to the whole show is this song. He has a horn arrangement that's not that you don't hear on the album, but this is a beautiful song. Um, Probably the most I don't say underrated, but when you think of Hotter Than July, this was one of the ones you don't think of most, but
Mm-hmm.
it's
I
it's
agree.
it's still fire though. It's still
It's
fire. Yeah.
mm-hmm. It's just again the aggression that's on this album musically. This song, like you said, the intro of this piano comes in. It's like that piano is kicking ass in the beginning. Like it's
Yeah.
like Stevie, like we coming, and then the drums, like you said, Dennis Davis comes in with the drums, and then you got the bass, and then the guitar comes in, and then
Yeah.
Stevie just comes in and close your eyes till the morning.
Yes.
Close your eyes till the morning dew. I'm like,
Mm.
okay, Stevie, let me close my eyes then. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right,
Yes.
I'm gonna close my eyes, and then he kind of goes down, and then it's like, use your imagination and just tell me what it is, and I will make it be.
Mm. Mm.
Like that right there to me, it was just like Stevie. Okay. I'm in that world. I'm there with you then, because
Mm.
you like telling me to close my eyes and just imagine something good in my life.
Yeah.
You gonna make it be musically. That's
Mm.
greatness to me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
like, oh
Mhm.
my god! And then to have Sarita comes in the chorus, in the hook. I was like,
Mhm.
oh my God. Like when me being a Stevie lover and knowing how their connection, and I
Mm.
wasn't expecting her on this. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? I'm not expecting her on this. And to hear her voice come in, I was like, oh God, help me, Jesus. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, I hear her, and I'm like, these two is just, and that's why I always will forever say that was his muse.
Yes.
They were a muse together. You know what I mean? And it
Absolutely.
just brought me back to Sound Still Delivered. It brought me back there with this
Mm-hmm.
record. You know what I mean? And then it just so 70s, but so current, which was 80 by this time.
Yeah.
And then you got the harmonica that comes in. So it's giving me that flavor. At the
Right.
minute and 33 seconds, he's coming in with his harmonica. I was like, Stevie, what more do you want me to do? I can't take this no more. Like, you know
Yeah.
what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, I just can't. And I was just like, this song is
Yeah.
forever great for me. I love this is one of my favorites on the album too. So it's
Yeah.
just
It really
whew,
is.
love this.
Sarita, and there's no harmony. If you notice when you listen to it, and you don't need harmony.
Mm-mm.
You
Mm-mm.
don't always need harmony.
Mm-hmm.
And it's unison, but her voice, just like, and I love when he does that. Anytime he has from the Jackson 5 or anyone whose voice you already familiar with, creeping
Mm-hmm.
with many, their voice comes through. It still cuts through, and you can tell who exactly that is. You can tell that's Sarita, without even looking at the credits and just hearing when they hit that chorus, and it just sounds. They musically, they still married. I keep saying that because it's just you got to think about it. Especially, I think the first time I heard them, "If You Really Love Me," they're together on that song.
Come
I mean,
on, talk
granted,
about
she
my
wrote
favorite
half the
song. Yes,
she,
yes,
she
yes.
wrote that.
Desmond, go ahead.
Yeah, she wrote half the album. Half the album is that them two, but
Yes.
her voice. I love it.
Come
Come
back
back as a
as a
flower.
motherfucking flower. Oh,
Yes,
that's my song.
yes. Come back as a flower. Like the, people sleep, and I know that she didn't get her just due, while she was living. But when you go back and listen to her albums, particularly there's two Stevie produced ones. The listen that black listen we oh no let me stop
Don't
that black maybe
don't don't do this to me, Desmond.
oh oh
Right.
Because right now you are in my bag.
yes listen what's that heavy day is her superwoman
Oh my God.
that heavy day oh my goodness like you listen to heavy day and I think that's her reply like Shirley Brewer had her reply on about to say somersault ordinary pain when Shirley
Yes.
Brewer did the vocal reply. I think
Yes.
that was her reply to Superwoman. You know,
Ooh.
you go back, yes, and her version of
I
uh,
love her version of "I Love Everything About You."
you
Oh,
better shut your
I
mouth.
love that.
JR,
Listen, me and Elise talk about that all the time.
all the
That
time.
that I love her version better than
In
Stevie's.
fact,
I'm
I
sorry.
I like it 1,000 times better.
I
Yes.
gotta say it, yeah,
And I
yeah.
love Stevie's.
Yes.
So if I love his and hers is 1,000 times better, that's
Listen,
my praise.
the way that song kicks off, and
Oh,
the whole oh. I think he did that on purpose. I think he said, I'm gonna make yours fire. I like this song too, so I'm gonna add it to mine. But yeah, that she killed that thing. She, yeah,
I want somebody. Can somebody use her version as a sample? Cause it's so street to me.
it is.
Like
It is.
it's so hard and so street to me, and she just floating on that joint. That's why I was like,
And I also
Stevie,
love that
yeah,
comment used Black Maybe because it
Yes.
gave new life to a song that was buried pretty deep and brought it to other people's consciousness. Like I knew it, but we weird. I know a lot of shit. And so to get it on such a big project, one of his most commercially successful albums, to have that on there, that's cool to me.
Yeah.
yeah, I
Yeah.
agree.
I he I mean those two albums are super underrated. I know that I think I'm Going Left I think that was one of the singles. But like Come and Get It,
Ooh, come and get it.
I like Universal Sound of the World. No, that I want to be by your side with GC Cameron.
I know.
What?
I know which is what you speak because I did a deep rabbit hole during the pandemic for
Mm.
Sarita. I already knew some, but I went deep.
Oh, I mean,
Laha.
GC
I love
Cameron.
her disco stuff, her
Yes.
80s funk stuff. Oh, man.
Mm-hmm.
Mm,
Yeah, she
mm.
super underrated. I wish that
Mhm.
she like I think many obviously had a bit more I guess commercial success if
I would,
the
yeah,
Loving You,
yeah. One
you know,
Perfect Angel and all of
Perfect
that. Yeah.
Angel.
Mm.
And the crazy part, I think Sarita's on that one. If or maybe with Shirley, Denise
She
Williams
might
as
be.
well.
She might
Stevie
be.
kept everything in the family. Go cheap. You
He did.
know what
He
I'm
did.
saying?
He did.
And
He did. But I
if you know,
mean, she just adds to from With You I'm Born Again, and anything she touched with Stevie was just magical. And so, as if you read
Yes.
my mind, it's a short song, but it's the most, to me, it's one of the most natural songs on the album because it doesn't rely on no strings. It's just straight rhythm section
Yeah.
and vocals. It's almost like they performed it all in one take. It feels like it.
Probably
You know what I
did.
mean? But that was just beautiful, and it's a beautiful way to end that first um side. In fact, I would say sometimes when you hear albums like this, you can't hear the songs in any other order.
I agree.
You know what I mean? Some like a Thriller or once you know an album from beginning to end, it's hard for you to put it in any other order. I don't see this song being able to be anywhere else than where it was. You know what I mean?
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
I think it's good where it's at. I have no problem with the sequencing of this album.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And at least we'll have some issues with some sequencing now.
Yeah.
This ain't one of them ones.
Yeah.
And I had a
But it's
problem with
very
one of the
important.
Stevie sequencing, but I can't remember what it was. I can't remember. But
Yeah, we done did so many Stevie
we
junk.
done
I
did,
can't remember
I can't
either.
remember, but I'm gonna think about it. I'm gonna figure it out
Yeah.
and see if you agree.
Yeah. Because you could be in a mood, or you can, you may be like, having the intimate moment, and then another drum beat come on, and they just kind of take away
Just
from.
take every yes.
Yeah.
Whoa.
You'll be like,
Yeah.
damn, Stevie, messing up the moment.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Yeah, so we now go into side B.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we're starting it with jamming with Master Blaster, and that's jamming.
Yes.
Can I preface before we talk about this song one thing?
Uh-huh.
Yes.
I do think this is an amazing song and I love it, but I don't think I don't know if I can hear it anymore.
Master Blaster?
I get it.
And I love, man, when I was a kid, no.
Yeah.
Yo. But it's it was hard for me to play it in preparation for the show because my brain is oversaturated with the song, which is so hilarious because there's so many Stevie songs that I've listened to.
Yeah.
I want to say 20 million and 6 times.
Yeah.
I get it.
It's something about this one. I'm good, but I love it, and so all of that. But we're gonna talk about the musicality, but
yeah,
I get it, sis. To be honest with you, as much as I do love this song, now I love Whitney's version that she did in South Africa.
Okay,
I love hers. Like, as much as I do love, I love Stevie as a kid because I'll hear this a lot. Hey, mom. And and right. And I hear this a lot. And I'm like, yeah, it's a great song. But now when I hear it, it's like even, and there's no shot, but I could even hear when Beyonce did it when she tributed with her and Gary Clark Jr.
Okay.
And what's the other stealer? What the other boy that stole No Scrubs? What's his name? God, what's his name? He stole Let's Get It On by Marvin too.
Damn.
Oh.
Ooh, there's some good juicy shit.
I forgot. Ed Sheeran.
Ed Sheeran, okay.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh.
When they did the whole Grammy tribute to Stevie. And
right.
Beyonce came in and they did this record. I can even listen to that because I just heard this so much. But going into the musicality of it all, we all know Stevie loved him some reggae for real because he gave it to us when we was in, first finale with Boogie Reggae Woman.
Right.
See that song don't get him. That song don't do that to me.
And you know what's so crazy? Even though that song was a #1 record, I don't see a lot of people even talk about that song a lot. They don't.
They don't talk about that album a lot.
And that's why Kamani and the Babisi came on and talked about it because they was like, a lot of people don't. They don't. That's a skip album that people go from Innovisions to Song in the Key of Life. Yep. And that's just the truth.
You can't do that though.
You
can't.
You need to hear that. You need to hear that bridge.
Yes.
Yes.
because you hear elements of both in it. Like that's the bridge.
I'm about to say
It's the
something.
bridge.
I'm about to say something, and this it's gonna ruffle a lot of feathers.
Go
Good.
off. Go
I'm a
Good.
off. We
Steve,
done
and this
ruffled some
and
feathers
you,
on this
this is
show.
and
Go ahead.
I'm on record as and I'm the head wonderologist in the Northeast Division. So,
Yes.
Facts. Facts.
but
Yes.
I feel like Songs in the Key of Life
Mm-hmm.
would not be
Ooh, okay.
what it was
Mm-hmm.
had it not been for the four previous albums.
Agreed.
So
Absolutely not.
and
Yes.
so I say that because to me, sonically, Songs of the Key of Life is not as strong as, and don't let the volume or don't let the width of the album fool you. Okay,
Yes. Yes.
don't let the don't, don't let the width of the album fool you.
Oh yes.
She
I
long.
Yeah, but listen, Talking Book is when they had everything together. I love Intervisions.
Uh-huh.
Superwoman is my all-time favorite Stevie Wonder song.
Uh-huh.
Talking Book
Mm-hmm.
is to me, and that's my favorite Stevie Wonder album of all times. There's nothing on Songs of the Key of Life musically. What is he doing musically outside of the songs themselves, the arrangement themselves? Okay,
Desmond, you did not say anything
Um,
bad. You know why? Because me and Elise said this on the episode with Brian Alexander Morgan.
really?
you know what?
Okay,
I don't have an issue with people saying Songs of Kid Life is their favorite album.
Right.
But just
Right.
know that I got a little snob in me. Anytime someone says it is, I say, oh, you're a casual, lazy fan. And that's okay.
you know what?
And that's okay. But a fact is a fact is a fact.
Hey, you know what I just found out, y'all? I think we cousins.
Yeah, we are. We are. Yes. Because
We
we said
cousins.
that in the
And that's,
episode because Brian loves Songs in the Key of Life.
yeah, that's his favorite.
Brian loved that album. Like that, he said that album made him be the producer and the songwriter that he is today. That album
And
is off the wall.
And he lived that album in real time from the promotion to being out
Yeah,
after to
Right.
now. So it's,
Right.
in fact, if somebody older says it's their favorite, I let it go.
yeah, yeah.
Right.
But when it's somebody my age or younger, I'm like,
But I know the Yamaha Dream Machine was there. I
yeah,
know that he's not
album.
working with Margalith and Cecil no more. But there was something so organic about those sounds that you don't hear on Songs in the Key of Life. You're getting
Yep.
straight, almost presets.
Yep.
Meaning, I'm taking out the factory, I'm taking out the box, playing. I may tweak some things here or there, but musically, he's not. I won't say he's not recreating the wheel like he did with Music of My Mind or Talking Book, where you're hearing textures and sounds. It's almost musically a step back. Just like I feel like Thriller. I think Off the Wall is better than Thriller, but I know we don't.
You're on the right show yet again.
I mean, it's organic. I
Yep.
love the organic.
Yeah,
I like
it is.
Stevie. Taking a synthesizer that he doesn't know how to play yet, and he tweaks it until he gets this sound. And I'm sure y'all heard interviews where we got to record it now because you take a patch cord out and you turn a knob,
Yep.
that sound is gone. You ain't gonna get that sound back. You know what I'm saying? Those four albums were so pivotal that the Isley Brothers heard Music in My Mind, and that's what made them mess with Margaret and Cecil. So when you hear For the Love of You or Sensuality, that's basically Stevie left on tour, so now they in the studio working with, you know what I mean? I'm sorry, I ain't.
No, we love that.
You know what I'm
It's the
saying?
truth.
You just match your energy.
You just mentioned energy. That's all that is.
Yeah.
Because people get it on me. Because for me, my favorite is Intervisions. That's my favorite.
Okay.
And I don't think nothing would. I take Talking Book over the Songs in the Key of Life. Just for me.
Yes.
I do. And me and Elise said this in the episode. That's why we like, yeah, you ain't saying nothing bad here.
Wholeheartedly. I think because it was the success and this goes back to fulfilling this. Fulfilling this is like, hey, I'm a number one album. I
I'm
got two
here.
number
I
one
got album of the
singles.
year too.
I got the Jackson
And you,
5. I got the Persuasions. I got Minnie Riperton, all on this album. You know what I mean? Like
Mhm.
stuff that, and people want to say, he was different after the accident. He made some of that stuff he made in the time of Intervision. So, particularly Boogie on Reggae Woman, he made it the same around the same time as Jesus Children of America. So some of those
that's
songs,
JR song. Bad, real bad.
yeah, some of those songs,
He love that song.
Man,
yes.
down,
You know what I
down.
mean? So some of that was made before the accident. So, but my thing is that, we can't neglect
Mhm.
that album. That's fulfilling this. I know the Questlove is like, if there was a fire, he ain't gonna go back. I'm gonna go back and get it. Cause Please Don't Go should be
You
getting
know what?
more.
I just had a revelation and a
Mm,
Yeah.
revolution. Um, Songs in the Key of Life is the polish of everything before all together, polished.
Yeah.
Because one day I will get an album. It's shiny, like there's like no flaws in the album,
yes.
and
Mhm.
and that's probably where it missed me. I don't hear no flaw. I don't hear no mess ups. Steve
Yeah.
was famous for leaving a mess up in the record, and that bring the whole character of the record, and it was a
That
Like
yeah.
creeping.
thank you. You hear it, like so, like th-
Yeah.
yes, Lost in the Key of Life is so I do get why it's people's favorite because it's everything all buffed up and
Yes.
shine and to where it's like, ooh, I figured it out. I got the formula to great music, like legit
Mhm.
great music. And so I don't begrudge anyone, but I think sometimes people kind of just stay there and maybe the greatest hits and they never explore the other albums,
Thank you.
I agree.
even if you
I
don't like
agree.
them, because it was of what you love, all those other things were the rough version of it. So
Yes.
you should hear the rough draft. Everything else was the rough draft, even though amazing and superior to me. But it was the rough draft to give you this shiny thing, this flagship. This is the flagship store of Stevie Wonder.
Yes.
And is. And I adore that album. It got some misses towards the end. But
Yeah.
as an album, it's fine. But
Yeah. You're gonna have people listen. I just think that 2 year wait
Saturn
plus the success of that's why if there was any success to Secret Life of Plants, it's because Songs of Kid Life was as famous as it was. So that new
Right.
Stevie Wonder album coming out, we're gonna get it off the strength of what was
Of that.
made before.
that's facts.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's right.
that's true.
That's right. And
Yeah.
that's why, and with that, it was like going to him. Every era of his, I always say Stevie was a student of music, right?
Mhm. Yeah.
Because we are talking about Master Blaster jamming, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he's stepping into that Bob Marley lane, right? And he was a fan of him because he met him
Right.
and they met each other. And he knew that Bob Marley will always put a message in his music, right? So him stepping into it, he did it with grace. And this is what I love about him on this because it's so much with grace because he knows through the world's full of problems, they can't even touch us even if they try. But then he threw a nod to Bob and was like, from the park, I hear rhythms. Marley's hot on the box. He letting you know, like, yo, this reggae world is Bob's.
Yeah.
Is
So this is who you gonna hear on the radio.
Right.
So I'm stepping into this world, so I want to give him a nod. You
Yes.
know what I mean? And I was
I
just
love when
like,
he does
yo,
that.
like, how, like, you're Stevie Wonder, and you're still giving a nod to somebody, and you, the man of music, anyway. That's why I said him stepping into this record was just grace, and
Yeah.
that's what I like about it. You know what I mean? And it's just like, again, we celebrating, trying to, celebrating the world of peace because that's what we all want. You
Right.
know what I mean? We
Right.
want
Absolutely.
peace. And that's where he's stepping in. But he like, Bob, I see you. I want to give you this nod because I'm in your world now. And I
Yes.
want the people to know that. You know what I mean? And then they
And I
had
just want to pay
Shirley in
respect.
there,
Yes.
Alex Brown in there. What's her name? Marvin Holcomb in there. And she just was on a scene a star in the tree medley
Yeah.
on the
Yes.
plants. You know
Yes.
what I'm saying? Like he got the family in here. Like again,
Ooh, child,
Stevie's
you
like,
smart.
keep it all in the family. All in there. I
I
try to be. I'm with you. And then
You
we
don't
went
try, you
another
do.
Stevie fan.
You don't try, you are
listen.
smart. You don't try.
I love it.
Me
I
neither.
love it. I love it. I mean, so again, musically, again, vocally, none of these songs sound to me. They were never the same person.
Nope.
They were never the same person. So this is the sixth song on the album,
Mm-hmm.
and this is a whole different. On top of the beat and the music.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Obviously, this is the album's flag song. When you think of this, this is
Yep.
the single. But the message, like you mentioned, the message of peace. He's name dropping. I love when he name drops.
Me
He
too.
shouted out Carver on the last album.
On the last time, yeah.
Yes. I love when he does that. He gonna do it again. Obviously, there's the biggest drop on this
The biggest drop,
album. Yeah, we're
yes.
gonna get to that. But
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, just the way I love the back. I mean, everything is arranged, but it was by design. It was by design. This was he, like you said, he spent time with Bob Marley in the '70s. They performed together. Um, you know, if y'all get it, if I'm sure y'all have, but they performed in '75, and so they do. I Shot the Sheriff and Superstition together, and
Oh, I have not seen that.
yeah, this is the Kingston, Jamaica.
For real.
Actually, October 4th, 1975.
Mm,
They
I know we
the
close.
Harold Melvin and the Blue Notes couldn't make it, so Stevie stepped in, and they just go to town. But
Fucking Harold.
yeah, they do it. But I love this song. I always loved it. I knew there was something. Even then, I knew that this was the standout song. Um, the other hint was by the time I got the Musicarium and I realized that he only taken like the best of the best from each one of these albums to fill out his greatest hits. And this is, if I'm not mistaken, it's the only song from Hotter Than July that he used on Musicarium. But
Yeah.
And then, mind you, with Hotter Than July, this is the only time the title of the album is Hotter Than July, and this is when he says it.
yes, yes, that's right.
That's the only time he says it. You know what I mean? Like you think that you're gonna have like when people know the name their album, you think they're gonna have a title track of this. No, no,
Not
no.
all the
Stevie
time.
said, "I'm gonna give you it's hotter than July, and that's all you're gonna get."
Yeah, that's the nod to the album.
That's the nod.
That's the nod, and we out of there. But man, they kill it. Wonder Love kills it. This is I love it. I don't play it. Certain songs you're going to gravitate. It's like your family. You love all your family,
Right.
but you love some family closer and some.
But everybody got a favorite cousin.
Everybody got a favorite cousin.
Yeah. Hey,
Yeah.
Tasha. But the I think the only thing that keeps this from being a heavy rotation,
Mm-hmm.
I think it's the chorus, because the rest of the part, that's where na 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 na, like that's fucking fire.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I think the repetitiveness, and that's the song that love, and so
that part.
And so it has been oversaturated. It ain't Stevie's fault, cause I was jamming, no pun intended. It was in the 80s and the 90s, but now I'm just like I'm done.
Yeah. Yeah. Some songs, like some people would even say some songs were good if he had cut them back a couple minutes. But I dig it because you hear
life.
Yeah, we're in the middle of the making of the Master Blaster jamming. You know what I mean? You hear it, And it's like by the time you get to the 5 minute mark, it's like, okay, we got it, Steve. We
It's that
got you.
Sir Duke fatigue. You're like,
Yeah, 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 yeah.
I like you song, but can we go to the next one?
Well, and that makes me wonder, like, why certain songs, and I think you probably see it more on Songs in the Key of Life. Like, what constitutes, or what's the requirement for a song going for like going for as long as it does, or Another Star. I think Another Star was one of the ones for me that was like
Mm-mm.
nothing's really happened. I mean, again, I love Songs in the Key of Life. Don't get me wrong, but like what and you have guests on there. You have a George Benson and you have Bobby Humphrey on there. But
Asshole, not too much on Another Star, not too much. Not too,
you said
I
not
was
too
like,
much.
uh-oh.
not too
I was
much.
like, Desmond, go in there. Go there, Desmond. Go
I'm
there.
kidding. I'm kidding. That's just
Oh, okay.
but I don't care. No, go. I love
No,
it.
I'm just saying, like, what was
It's
the?
long than a motherfucker. You're correct.
It is, and
I'm
I'm just.
disagreeing.
It's a danceable song. Don't get me wrong, but I always wondered, like, why.
Throughout the year, every song was danceable.
That's true. I guess he needed
danceable, she would
yeah, he needed a dance song that kept him on the floor. I dig it. I dig it.
Yeah,
but like
the songs is long.
songs is long. You know, like Loves and Lead a Love Today. You know what I mean?
Lord have mercy.
Yeah, I mean, and I love. Don't get me wrong. That's probably one of my favorites. But like,
I do. Oh my god.
yeah,
You don't get the like. Steve,
yeah. Do I do? Yeah,
get out.
yeah. Some songs is long, and you wonder, like, do they justify the length? Like, does it unfold, and we go to a different section? You know, but again,
nope.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yes. and that's why I like Whitney's version. She did live because it's only 3 minutes and 45 seconds.
Right.
On YouTube because they cut it. Because this is the time she's introducing the band and all that. But when they cut it, it's 3 minutes 45 seconds. She goes in and she's done.
Right.
You know what I mean? And then Whitney gonna give you something different than anybody that's gonna give. So that's why I like hearing her. But then I'm like, then I listen to Stevie, I'm like, but damn, he got Angela Winbush on the background of this. Like, and I love her. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then you got Shirley Brewer on this joint. Like, it's like, these are the girls. So I'm like,
yeah.
You know what I mean? Girls? And then he bringing the girls from Secret Life of Plants with Alex Brown and
he kept his crew with him.
Marvin Holcomb. I'm like,
I love
damn.
That.
I'm like, all right, Steve, I fuck with it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So yeah, even though I'm with Elise, I don't have to hear it, but when I do, I'm gonna jam to the shit. Because I mean, it's Steve.
If it come on, if I'm in the car and it come on, I'm not gonna change it.
No,
you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Just for
and come on, then Stevie was, then with this record, Stevie was inspiring. You brought the sunshine.
Yes, I'm glad. You know what? At my old church, we would do kind of mashups because we wanted to keep the spirit fresh. So you could sneak a Master Blaster almost. You kind of that coda into like you know is that the Clucks? That the Clucks sisters? And kind of mash that up, and people be like, oh,
Yes, and that again.
Yeah.
One day I was in the church in the year of our Lord, about 98, 99. And all I heard was dun 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 dun. Lil' Kim Crush on You. The organ player. I'm like, look, you all in the world.
Yes. Yes.
We hang out. Like, I think we made very good friends.
That's how you bring, to me, I feel like that's how you bridge the gap. Because some people feel like if you don't sing just straight hymns, that you just not gonna make it. And so whereas I did, so we would do welcome songs. Most
Uh-huh.
churches have welcome songs.
Yes.
And I remember I suggested we flip September into welcome song, and the church loved it. And I knew I was good because the pastor was like, whose idea was this? Like, you keep doing stuff like this. When the pastor was on board, I was like, oh. And because what it does, it come as you are, right? So
Right.
it makes someone feel like, okay, I may not know the word, I don't know all of these gospel songs, but that's familiar. So when the organist hit that little Kim, of course, some people who in the church and knew what it was like,
Mm-mm.
you're not going to do that here. But for someone
Just like
who,
how you know it then.
exactly, exactly. So yeah, I love mashups because you bridge that gap, and you people who wouldn't feel okay going to church because it's like this is a different world for me. I don't know these songs,
Yeah.
but y'all are cool enough to do that and bridge the gap. And so, y'all are progressive.
And yes, and that's why with my grandmother, she was a preacher's kid.
Okay.
And she loved when Kurt came with Stump. She loved it because she
Okay.
says, you know why? It's gonna bring all these young ones in. They're
Yes.
gonna they're gonna feel like they could come in and be comfortable. You know what I'm saying?
See,
Because
that's
the older ones was like, now wait a minute now. This is a
yes.
little much.
Keep
Y'all
it
getting a
holy.
little too worldly over here. But my
Yeah. Yeah.
grandmother was like, but we want to get them in. We want to
Yeah.
spread this good news. And me, my grandmother, God bless the dead, love her to death. Me and that thing go back and forth all day long.
Okay.
But but when she was like, yo, I love that because it brought y'all in. And you know what I mean? And so for you to do that, that whoever's coming in, somebody young, don't know that song that y'all doing, but they know that beat. And they like, oh,
Yeah.
oh, okay. All
Yeah.
You
right,
see
all
me
right.
in the
Wait a minute. I don't
video.
know the hymn that they singing on this, but I know that beat. Like Elise said, somebody that the homeboy came in and did crush on you, and it was like, now wait a minute. I don't want
Yeah.
to be like up in church saying true, like you know what I'm
Right.
saying?
But you
Right.
know what? It fits. True. Yeah, it fits.
You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? But it made them feel like, oh, okay, I can belong here. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? And that's
So
why I know that Stevie,
What?
again, Stevie from the church too.
yeah.
So for him to clear that, you brought the sunshine. Because I know when he heard that, he's like, yeah, that's me. That's
Yeah.
me.
You can
That's
hear. I
me.
mean, you can't not hear that kind of cross pollination of
Yeah.
sounds and
And he,
ideas.
and he
Um,
try to conceal it.
yeah, yeah,
It's so obvious. Like it's yeah.
Dun, 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 dun. It's like,
But you
come
know what?
on.
They
Like,
probably did that with no permission because they probably didn't think it would ever hit like it did.
yeah,
Think
they
about it.
had people
They
on the dance floor. Hey, they
yeah,
were dancing for
they
Jesus.
never thought,
I ain't dying. Look.
even though that's what they were shooting for, they never thought that they would succeed in the crossover.
yeah,
But they did in a very big way. But they didn't see that.
Right.
yeah,
They're like, nah, I'm not. It's like a rapper puts on a mixtape with a beat that's not clear, and then that shit hit turns
yeah,
to fire on the street, and they're like, fuck, that would be the
Right.
one. I ain't got the
That
money for
part.
that clearance.
yeah.
Yes.
Exactly, exactly.
Yes.
So I mean, yeah, and then, Stevie does it with his music. With you know, you may not go to church, but when you hear a have a talk with God, or you hear a Jesus
Mm-hmm.
Children of America, or any, for me in particular, it's not on any album, but feeding off the love of the land.
Love of the land. Come on,
That's
yo.
that song
They're also
is
blessed.
two Stevie songs is guaranteed to make me cry. That and Easy Going Evening. The last song I saw as a kid, like I will boo hoo in a minute. You know what I mean? But his music has the ability to do that, to draw you in, and at least spark the question about your relationship with God that you never, you know, thought you would have, intended to have. And so it just again speaks to his, from lyrics to everything just kind of cross pollinate. So you may be a musician and you hear something that he says, or
Mm-hmm.
you're educated, about when you listen to Black Man, or um even the back and forth he did with I Want to Talk to You on Where I'm Coming From,
Oh
or
yeah.
so many different, things he teaches. He not preach so much, but he teaches and he allows you to start thinking. Even
Yeah.
I'm a Wu-Tang fan. So some things that they said on like Wu-Tang Forever that made me go and think about some stuff like really like, just
Mm-hmm.
outside the box. And so I love when music can do that. And Stevie he does it all. He covers it all.
Yes, he
You know.
does, and he's a gospel head. So
Yeah.
he always says, "I'm from the church, and my spirit is always in music anyway." So take it as you want. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So
Exactly.
you know what I mean. So oh man. So okay. So we at "Do Like You." This is fun. This is
Yeah.
a fun record to me. He's talking about his son.
Yeah.
Talking about his son.
But
How his
Yeah.
son is
sonically,
a dancer, and Stevie is a great storyteller. You know
Very
what I
much
mean?
so.
Like he's taking you through it. Yeah, when he hear his son, dancing or whatever, he's supposed to be in bed and he hear him and all this kind of stuff. Then
Yeah.
he goes to the talent show and he does what he did. But then we get to the end and what happened? He breaks mama's lamb. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like it's just a
It's a
fun,
fun song.
yeah. You know what I mean? It's a fun song. It's fun. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? And after
eh,
we were so with jamming as much as we go of how reggae the song is, it has a message in it. So it's very powerful. So now it's like, let's have some fun. Like you said, Stevie's good for that. He
Yeah.
take you up to bring you back. And it's like, all right, we done got deep. Let's have some little fun. Let me bring y'all a little into my life about what my little son is a little dancer over here. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So
and
Yeah.
I like it. I
sonically,
love it. I love this song too.
and
Yeah.
sonically is giving you a preview of what's coming because it's very 80s, like it's giving you a preview of what in square circle, honestly, of what
Mm-hmm.
direction
Mm.
that's going into because it's a lot of artificial sound in there. So like
Mm-hmm.
not totally, but it's the majority of the sound of it. And so
Yeah.
it was kind of like, okay, this is kind of where we're going next.
I can see that. I can hear that. I can
Mhm.
I I, I love the intro for just the four on the floor. I love
Yeah.
that kick. The thing that stuck out to me was that horn coda because it was so like like I never heard anything like that.
Shout
You know
out
what I
to
mean?
Robert and Larry on saxophone and
Yeah,
trumpet. Yes, God.
yeah.
Horns,
That
horns.
was yeah. That's what stood out to me. I feel like he was like, I can't not talk about my son. I didn't did a song and with my daughter. I gotta have something for my son. You know what I mean? At this
Right.
point, he only had two kids, so he's like, I gotta represent my son. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
so, this is one of my favorite. I think this is probably one of my favorites off the album that I listen to personally, just because I love. See, this music takes me back. I don't know, about y'all, but like when you listen to something, does it take you back to when you first heard it?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
so
Oh
that's what
yeah.
it does for me. So I'm at my grandmother's house in her living room, by myself for the most part. I'm about to, I had a sister, but she was younger than me, so I had imaginary friends, and we would all be in that
I'm the
living
only
room.
child, so I get
Okay.
Ooh, only child, gang, gang, gang. Okay.
it.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Okay. And I had a this is imaginary. I had an imaginary girlfriend, and she had a girlfriend and her dude, and the four of us would be on double dates listening to Talking Book. But it just takes me back. So this song takes me back to that child. Is like you said, it's the fun part of the album. It's
Yeah.
Yeah,
almost to the
it
point
is.
where it's not to be taken seriously. You
Mm-hmm.
dig it? I mean, it's there. Obviously, it made the album, so he's going to production wise give you
Yeah.
everything that you would get out of a Stevie
Everything.
Wonder song, but
Yeah.
it's not to be taken. Like for instance, he didn't want "Isn't She Lovely" to be a single. He fought hard for that.
Oh wow.
He
I
didn't
didn't know
want that.
that.
He didn't want it to be because he wanted it to be what it was intended for, a note and like a love song to his daughter. He didn't want it to be something commercialized.
Yeah.
So
Um,
I know that pissed Motown off. Like, dude, like we didn't waited 2 years, and but you know, I digress. But it was fun. The horn section was fun for me. The bass
Ooh.
was percolating. So that bass, sis, that I can hear what's the love you too much kind of the beginnings of a love you too much from that bass, that kind of gurgling bass is moving, you know what I mean? So I can see, and everybody's sound at this point. So the Triumph album, the Earth, Wind and Fire's Faces album, this album, everybody's 80s output is different from their 70s, and it's
Mm-hmm.
kind of pointing to we're getting ready to go to this whole new decade, so we can't just be staying with the disco funk sound like we did in the 70s. We got to be transitioning to whatever this new decade is about to bring us.
Junior, what's those first few years called?
The experimental years.
Yeah, yeah. That's why until 83, 84, you see people coming out with their best stuff. So, Michael with Thriller, that 82, he figured it out.
Yeah,
Yep.
they had to get in the lab, and
Yeah,
and some of what we got was it was something.
yeah. You said it was something.
But they
Yeah,
figured it out. Now, I mean, of course, there was some big hits, some wins in that period.
yeah,
But them wins weren't for no whole albums. Those wins was for the singles.
yeah.
Ooh,
And some
yes.
of them 80 to about 84 albums is, I'm not gonna say they're bad, but they are difficult to get through.
Listen, I'm an
Agreed.
Earth, Wind, and Fire head, but when they got to, was it Magnetic?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I'm Earth, Wind, and Fire fan all day. Verdine is my favorite member, but by the time we get to Magnetic,
We all cousins. You already said it.
yeah, yeah,
We
okay,
feel the
yeah,
same.
yeah, yeah. So, um, but I mean, everybody at this point, everybody's trying to. It is crazy because some people did very well. Lionel was like the third. It was Michael, Prince, and Michael, and Lionel and Stevie was like the older statesman. But Lionel had to made. He had his section of the 80s.
Yeah, he
Oh,
did.
Lionel was there. You know what I mean? And so
They are as wild.
I ain't say nothing but a
You
word.
didn't have to. You know I can see your face, right? You know I
I
can
know.
see you. And
Oh,
even if
I
I
know.
didn't, I know you so well. I already do. Where this gonna go?
But you right, but you're right.
No, I mean he's
You're
correct.
right. Like it was Lionel was kicking ass. Like you can't
JR just
deny
has
that.
opinions about.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, it was good and bad to whomever. You know what I mean? Like,
Right. Right.
Luther came out of there, out of the 80s. I mean,
Yeah.
late 70s, early 80s.
Right.
Luther was there. Some people didn't fare well. The Gap Band in about 83.
Done.
They yeah, yeah,
Done.
yeah, yeah. So um,
A lot of people didn't transition out of that disco quote unquote era because a
yeah,
lot of them
And
got into that new era and it was like, what are you doing?
it's just like how legacy artists, every 10 years, there's a major shift.
hmm,
There's shifts all through a decade, but the major shift comes every decade, just like the 80s to the 90s, to where these legacy artists were like this fucking new jack. And if they would have been smart, they never would have ever tried it and just stayed doing what they was doing because shit was coming back around. And,
yeah,
and
Yep.
yep,
you better them legacy tours. They pay good money. People come for 'em.
yeah, yeah.
Those are sold out.
Hello. And the cash is right in your face.
I've been at them shows.
Ah, I
I've
like
been
how
at them
you did
shows.
that. I like how you did that. Yes, sir.
Oh, Jay, I swear he me with a transition.
I
Like
just
Oh,
that.
really thought about that. I didn't even catch my own shit. I was like, catch it, your face. I was like, oh
you didn't
shit.
catch it?
Oh
For
wow.
sure.
Hmm.
But I'm
I've been
glad.
on it at least
But
getting
I'm
off
glad you
me,
did a
yo.
lap and you
Jesus.
caught it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I dig it. I dig it.
Yes. But yeah,
Oh
Hell
man.
yeah. Sorry. So catch it, your face.
Yeah.
in the face.
I this Stevie always down for us. He's
Is
always been down for us. And he shouted out Howard. He
that's
was letting it be known how we can have all the money in the world and y'all still gonna look at us as a nigga, bottom
Yeah.
line. That's
Yep.
all that he was saying in this. We got a job, we got the money, and y'all still gonna find an excuse not to make us live where y'all live. We
Might
got
be
the
a
money, we
great
can
doctor.
afford it. He said, yo, you can be a doctor, you can be whatever, and y'all still gonna find an excuse not to want us to be with y'all.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah. That was a tough one.
Yeah.
I I like the this is where R. Kelly I think got it from, or even DMX, where you got these two people singing. At least when he did "I Want to Talk to You,"
Mm-hmm.
it was I'm trying to remember how he did it, where it was like you hear the white guy in the background, but say things here and there. But I like he's playing both characters in this and going back and forth.
Uh-huh.
And I love that effect, but like the computers broke down, like every excuse, you know what I mean? Computers broke down. Um, he's
You
like,
can't
I'm
check your
pregnant.
credit card because the computer down. Like, come on.
Yeah,
Come on, yo.
dang.
Like,
Yeah, yeah. This was like you said, he's always been down it. And now that you mentioned it, I love, and I think it's by design that he name drops. He's name dropping HBCUs, like he's doing people. He's name dropping people that have made contributions,
yep.
so that when you listen, when you walk away, at least you know this person's name. You may not have heard of Washington Carver. Carver's way was best until you heard same old story. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? Or he even later on, not one of my favorites, but on Positivity off of A Time to Love. If you didn't hold this whole new generation didn't know who Minnie Riperton was,
Was,
he
yep.
name drops her. You know what I mean? And so it's a nod to Marley. It's a nod to
which is
all
what I
these
love.
people, and so
That's what I
yeah,
love from Songs of Kid, like the black man.
Yep.
Like that's
yes,
another example.
yes,
John, what I did say was Brian Allison Morgan would say the beginning of the verse, and I would go, a black man. And
yes.
then he'd say the next one, and I go, a brown man.
Yeah.
I love that. I used to wait till that part came on until you hear the
Yes.
teacher and the students and all that.
Yes.
A black man.
He
That's
had
what,
he had a bunch of kids on his albums. If you think
Oh,
about it,
that's the one with the kids.
yeah, the kid. I always joke with Monty, like, where these kids, like on the kids off of Sunshine in Their Eyes. Like, where
Yes.
you get them kids from? Like,
right.
Put him turn. Put him turn.
where them kids? The little girls playing double dutch on Ebony Eyes. Like, where they at?
Yeah, yep. Yep.
You know what I'm
Yep. That's why it's just like for this, it's like you said, the name drop. And that's why I was like, he does it with so much grace.
Yeah.
You
saying?
know what I mean? Like when you finish this album, you knew his son name, you knew who Bob Marley was, you knew, you know what I'm saying, what a HBCU, you
Yeah,
know who Martin Luther King was, you
right.
knew who all these people was, because he name dropped, and that's what I like. You gonna do that, do it with grace. And this one, it was just like, y'all, Stevie is like, he's this, and he's
Yeah,
always been this. You know
yeah,
what I mean? So if just because you get in the commercial album that you want, because you didn't have it on the quote unquote Secret Life of Plans, since y'all want the hits, I'm gonna give it to you, but I'm gonna still throw y'all
yeah,
this shit hit. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
Absolutely. He's always represented, and that's
Yes.
that's what I have to love and respect. Um, duel from a listener, as a fan, but also as a singer, songwriter, musician. That regardless of whoever was saying what, whoever ascended to stardom. So you got to think. When he was in the '80s, it was a story of, I guess, early in the '80s. Quincy Jones had to give Stevie a pep talk. I guess when he saw Michael ascend and get all those Grammys, supposedly Stevie was really depressed because he wasn't. I don't know how the validity of that is, but um, when you see your peers doing well, but he through it all, he decided I'm gonna still be me regardless. Whether I'm talking about these plants, whether I'm taking my time and it's years before you see another album, I'ma still represent love. As you hear him now talk, he's talking about the united people of the world and all of this. And everybody, some people be like, when you gonna make another Songs of the Key of Life? Like they just want the music, but that's not. To know Stevie is to know that he's going to be himself. He's going to do him, and we have to, like I said earlier, have to still be in tune with his vision. No pun intended. In terms of his artistry, he's going to give you what's from his heart when he wants to give it to you. You dig? So, yeah.
That's a fact. That's a fact. Okay. We get into lately. I told Elise this ain't nothing but this takes me back to All Love Is Fair.
Mm-hmm.
And as much as I do love Stevie version, I love the foolishness of Jodeci's version. I do. I
Okay.
do. I love the foolishness because JoJo and Casey showed their complete ass on that version. And
Which version? Like, it's like that the
Unplugged.
tribute,
the unplug.
No, the MTV Music Television Unplugged.
Yes.
Okay,
That's
yeah,
the one.
yes, now that's well, yeah, they didn't do it for an album. I'm sorry, so you're right,
Nah.
That's the
but
definitive version for me.
that's the definitive version. There's one that they did. They had a Stevie 2002 BET honored Stevie Wonder.
I seen that. That ain't it.
Yeah, did you? So you saw that performance?
In real time.
Oh, you was there.
Oh.
No, I
Oh,
mean
you?
like on TV. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That
I know it wasn't live, but it was a couple months later.
Yeah, but it was like they. If you could take Lately to Church, they took it there. I wasn't like, you either was gonna love it how they did it, or you was gonna be like, that's a bit much.
It's that girl though.
Yes. I love yes.
And you know what? I always liked the Stevie, but this made me appreciate the Stevie more.
Yes.
I agree.
Yep.
I
It
agree.
really did.
It brought new life to Stevie's because, like you said, some people
Like with
may have missed it.
Intro, Ribbon and Scott, like in all the other covers that did justice, like I mean, even like the Donnell Jones, not Smith. I feel like it brought new life to the original.
Mm-hmm.
Agreed.
It made me go back.
Agreed. I would say this one actually started the trend of not only Stevie covers, but people going back to do covers, because the '90s most groups did a cover. That was the like resurgence of D'Angelo ended up doing Cruising.
Thank God.
You gonna get a cover in a gospel song? Thank
Yeah,
God he did Cruising, because that shit is leaps and bounds better. And
yeah,
Yes.
I stand on it.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
She who was it? As Yet?
Oh no, after
No,
no.
Did they?
it wasn't As Yet. It was who did
What's the song?
All Cried Out.
Oh, that was 112 and Elor.
That was 112. I'm sorry, it was 112. But it just started that trend of
Bad.
taking a song, taking
Two thumbs down. We talk
But
about that a
yeah,
lot.
R. Kelly did Sadie. You know what I mean? You
Yeah.
start going back and doing covers, but I do enjoy that MTV Unplugged it, and it definitely brought new life. Obviously, on the Arsenio Hall show, they brought Stevie out.
Yes,
Mhm.
because they did. You will know,
You
and
will
we
You
know.
will
talked
know.
about
Yep.
that on characters that KC actually started with the second verse,
Yep. He
and
fucked it up.
and Stevie had to re-sing the second verse at the second verse. It was
Yes.
like, Casey, how you gonna? Stevie was like, all right, you know what? I'm just gonna re-sing your part again.
Yeah.
But that again just goes to show the love that they had for him. And they recovered lately, and it ended up being their biggest song ever.
Mm.
It's their biggest song. You would think
Really?
with Jodeci, you thinking of Forever My Lady, Come Talk to Me.
Yeah.
That song lately, their cover was their biggest hit.
Get out. I
Pop
didn't know
hit,
that.
all that. So that's
Wow.
crazy that their cover was the big hit. Because
Yeah.
did Stevie release this as a single? He did, right? Or he
He
didn't?
did, but it's like 64. It didn't
Oh,
do well chart wise, but um yeah.
but it did to see his name at number 4 because it's under he's under the songwriter, so he's
Yeah.
there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
But I mean it rivals for me. I love how he does, like say You and I, how he ends a song on this long note. I remember I tried to hold my breath and do it, but I just, I love I love how he takes a song and well, this one was very, very expressive. Like I said, this vocally around this time, I hadn't heard anything like him in terms of the previous output vocally.
mm-hmm.
I mean, you can hear some songs where he had a nice range, but these open ballads, like All in Love is Fair, there's another
Yeah.
example where I could just take this song out on maybe even Sing So Long, where I could just
Oh,
end it softly. He says, I'm gonna just belt this last note out.
yep.
And that's my favorite part of the key change. Actually, is my favorite part of lately. Just a beautiful song all the way around.
Just a sad ass song, and it just
Oh, you
when
know what
he
they could
just
help
was
this
like, but
song?
what I really feel, my eyes won't let me hide because they always
Cause
start to
they
cry.
always
Wait,
start. I'm singing Jodeci
to
to cry.
cry. And then
Yeah.
you know KC.
You know what I think about
But
too?
you
I
know what
said,
allows this song to be covered in that way? Because Stevie's is so open. It's my
yeah,
favorite thing with the guitar. Like a song like that has a long stretch of a chord. So for example, like Killing Me Softly.
mm,
Like it's 4 bar, like it's a whole bar for each chord change. So you can do
Mm-hmm.
whatever you want. You can make it twinkly, you can be like "Duh," or you can just
yeah,
be like "Dun, dun, dun," or you just kind of gently. It's so open, it leaves so much room for anyone who's reinterpreting it to really do their thing. And that's how I
mm-hmm,
feel about late. It's so open. That's why KC can do all those gospel runs and things
yeah,
wide open.
yeah.
Have
I,
fun.
I
It's a
see that.
canvas.
I see that.
Agree.
They really did make as much as it's a Stevie Wonder song. They did something with that song that adding the rhythm section to it. Well, so for those who heard it for the first time, that's the definitive version, Joe's
Right.
version. But when you had a full context and you see how they took it from Stevie and redid this arrangement, so when
Mhm,
those drums kick in, I'm like, oh, okay. So particularly that MTV, I remember seeing that
mhm.
when they debuted it the first time, and
Mm-hmm.
Ooh,
it
I
was if I recall, correct me if I'm wrong, when they started singing, some people clapped like they knew what it was, like because that wasn't like a famously famous Stevie Wonder song, but
mhm.
some people, but when I heard it for the first time back in '93, I'm like, yo, I approve this message.
Me too. Me too. You did. Yep.
I did. That's one of those
Yeah,
Stevie covers to where I'm like, you did that.
Yep.
yeah, yeah.
Part. That part.
Yeah.
So we are ending the album with Happy Birthday.
Mm.
Now, I know what Stevie was doing.
Uh-huh.
I respect it.
Mm-hmm.
We know it's to, he was, giving respect to Martin Luther King.
Uh-huh.
And I know what
Okay.
it was for, but if I don't ever have to hear this song ever again, I'm good on it. That's just me. Like, and
Okay.
then,
Okay.
with us,
Okay.
we done made us something.
Why do y'all talk to me? Why y'all like me?
Yeah, okay. So
Stevie got to end his album with something that it's like, all right, this is a message. I get it. But
mm-hmm.
it's like now we have made it, and everybody's birthday, if there's a party or something, we're singing this.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't need to hear it. I'm good on it.
And
I'm
people,
like,
and see, the
ugh.
thing is, we need to have a meeting, the Black Forum, uh,
Right.
of how many measures of the song do we sing? Do we do the bridge or nah?
Mm-hmm.
Like we need to come to a statement because everybody starts singing it and it kind of fade off. Cause everybody like, okay, what we doing? What we doing? What we doing?
They do a fake end. They made up their own ending. See,
Yeah.
I listened. I would go to parties, and I know they're gonna do it. So they do the happy birthday twice,
Okay,
and
two
then they do
syllables.
the happy birthday.
That's what
Then,
they don't know how to end.
but here's the part. This is the ending that they do. Happy birthday to you. I'm like, where'd that come from?
Oh, I ain't heard that one. All
Yeah,
I
that's how
the
they.
only
I watch. I just sit there and I'm like, how
oh,
y'all gonna end this? Like
oh,
that was just happy birthday to you. And I'm
I
like,
I ain't heard that one. The
yeah,
one I heard was a weird amalgamation of people like, is we still singing or is we
yeah,
not?
yeah, they don't know
But
when
a
to
couple
switch.
people is twisted. Probably me and JR.
Yeah,
We happy. So we don't know.
yeah,
Yeah, we have fun.
yeah.
We have fun.
To me, this is I now again because I listened to this in real time. It was
Yeah.
just when you listen to a Stevie Wonder song or any song, there's going to be songs that you're going to gravitate to right away, and then there's
Yeah.
going to be some that's like, oh, okay, all right, this,
Mm-hmm.
you know. I remember listening to ads, and when another star came on, I wasn't really feeling it, so I would just take the needle up off, like, all right, that's my cue to take it off. You know what I
You're
mean?
not the
So
only one.
when you get to that the end of lately, and you let them finish, you want to change it before you get to
Yep.
the
That's when
you know
it's
what I'm
like
saying?
up, lift, up,
Yeah,
done.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yep. When
Not,
I'm lifting the needle, I'm good.
not lift.
Yeah, well, you know what? This is Stevie Wonder September, I think. Cause
I give you that. I
cause
give you that.
read in September that thing is commercialized.
Oh,
It's it just takes the wind out of it. Now, I would say, okay, let's play this thing around January. It's around his birthday, because that's what it was for.
right.
We took this song, and it's everybody's birthday song.
For my birthday, your birthday,
You
your
know what I'm
birthday.
saying? I'm like, let's be real with it. Somebody come out with it. Never made my sense. Like, really do the verse if you're gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
But don't nobody want to do that.
Yeah, I even on even the spoken part. The key in the unity of all people. I'm like, just do it. Like, do the song. You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
JR, my next birthday, you got about 7 months to prepare.
Yeah.
I need you to do the whole talking part and the verses. Do it for me.
Yes.
You know what? Do it for me, and I'll play the guitar while you do it.
Okay, that'll be great. That'll be
We'll
great.
make the dream become reality. I know we will.
And the fact that JR know I'm dead fucking serious.
Yeah, you are.
Buddy up, brother, because I'm gonna learn them chords.
Yes.
Got it. So I got 7 months to be
You
prepared.
got
Okay, guys.
time. Because I'm gonna ask my guitar
Really?
teacher to be like,
Yeah.
he could be like,
Yeah.
really? I'd be like, yep, teach it.
I figured, you know what? I figured this was going to be the song. Like, because when we
Oh
said it
yeah.
early on, I thought it was going to be either "Do Like You" or "Cash Your Face," but we kept. And I was looking at, I was looking at your face for every song you introduced. Your face
That's
telling me,
terrible. Everybody
No,
knows my face is gonna tell everything.
yeah, I was looking right at you, and I'm like, "Isn't that cash in your face?" Oh,
No.
you told me
and
it is now.
no, and I told JR when we started, I was like, not only do I like it, I love every song. I was like, except
Yeah,
no. No. Mm-mm.
Yeah, we
yeah,
had the same thing. I was like, I love 1 through 9. I
yeah,
don't have a problem with none of it. But when we get to that, I'm like,
Na,
I'm
na, na,
exhausted with it.
na, 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 na.
yeah.
I'm like, all right,
Dun.
okay, all right, all
If
right.
you
But
listen
I,
to what is that? A Seeds a Star, you can hear where he came up with Happy Birthday from. You can hear he does a
yeah,
little part of Happy Birthday in that, but to me, it's like Christmas music. Like if you play Christmas music all throughout the whole year, it's going to lose the flavor when you pull out, right after Thanksgiving, and you pull out "There's Dasher and Dancer." You know what I mean? But if you play it because it's your mother's birthday, or every time somebody shouts somebody out on social media, you may go to the 50 Cent song, but 9 times out of 10,
I wish people would just go to 50 Cent because that has a beginning and or you can keep doing it, but it's such a short little phrase that if it fade
yeah,
off, it's fine.
yeah,
Oops,
yeah,
buddy, it's your birthday. That's short. That's
yeah,
like
it's short.
that's like 2.5 seconds.
Yeah, yeah. So, yeah, but it's one of those. It's a song that I think should just be used for its intended purpose, and that way it wouldn't be so watered down and just.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I
Yeah,
dig
I
it.
had liked it where it was at because people didn't start doing that for birthdays till about 15, 20 years ago. I
Yeah,
don't remember
right.
anybody doing that in 80s or 90s, to be honest.
I know.
Mm-mm.
Yeah,
Not to
yeah,
my recollection. I'm old, I forget stuff, but I don't remember that.
yeah. Nah, that's the advent of social media and just I don't know where that came from. But yeah, you're right. It was like only like 15 years ago that like that's the song to sing when you at Olive Garden and they come out with that cake.
Olive Garden, not endless super salad out this mug.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Bread. I want my bread with my rolls.
Yeah, yeah, you know. Oh my
But
goodness.
yeah, we did know. But again, love it, Stevie. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying. But to close it, he did what Stevie gonna close you with a message, and he did it, and I got it. You know what I mean? It's just a lot. It's just been too much. You know what I mean?
yeah,
But album is amazing. Just yeah, this album is one of my favorites. I don't have an issue with it, but that song. But
yeah,
Stevie did what he needed to do on this. He was showing everybody, listen, stop playing with me.
yeah,
That's what this album was. Don't play with me.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
what I get.
Well, I
He's like,
wholeheartedly agree.
he's like, like, damn, bitch, here.
Yeah, like
Right.
here, my
That's what this.
dear.
Yes.
Right?
Here.
Not here, my
This is
dear.
what you wanted.
This,
Take
yeah,
it.
Yeah, yeah. This what y'all wanted. Okay, let me just throw some stuff.
exactly.
Yeah, there you go.
There you
I
go.
can see that too, and I can see. I know that there's a lot of talk about Barry Gordy and how he either he was with you or and just the conversations that was had about um you promised this album and they got this plants like even he left Motown in 71, so when he came back they didn't put music in my mind. That's
No,
why
he
music
did
in my
not.
mind is not as
It went down. Yeah,
Talked
yeah,
about.
yeah.
Yeah.
that's the fly.
Edward Abner, he was the chair of they said Superwoman. What's this Superwoman shit? What is this? It's a single that's 8 minutes.
Only the
It's still
greatest song in history.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's only my favorite. It,
To where
yeah,
my
no,
favorite vocalist, his version, I'm like, oh, pitch
yeah.
dark.
You
Like,
know what I mean? So yeah, but this album did what it was in, like you said, bro. It did what it was intended to do. Almost like allow me to reintroduce myself,
Yeah.
and in a major way. And then the fact that he attached it to a political, call. And lastly, I wanted to say I was thinking about this album early. I was actually down on the mall in 1981 when Stevie was down there rallying for the national holiday.
mm-hmm,
So my mom took my sister and I down there, and we was, I think, in the DC area. We got hit with that a blizzard, but they still rallied down on the mall. So that was my first time being at an event that Stevie was a part of. I wouldn't go to a concert until later, but just the significance of being down there and being a part of that. So that's another reason why I have an affinity and a love for this particular album. Again, Talking Book is my favorite. Talking Book, Fulfilling This, and Hotter Than July. Those are my top three.
Love it.
mm-hmm.
Top three.
Oh, we have now reached my personal favorite part of the show, and that is our word song association. And today's, I am going to give you 5 different songs that charted or were out in the year of our Lord 1980. And you will tell me the first word or thought or memory that comes to mind about that song.
Okay.
Deal? All right. And I love that these were your formative years because you're going to know these songs. All right. And we are going to start out with, let's have some fun. Zap. More bounce to the ounce.
Oh, funk,
Just,
funk. Just that I didn't know what a talk box was then, but just
Mhm.
it was just, oh my goodness, that song is just beyond funky. That beat and then just the harmonies with the talk box. Yeah, I love Roger. Loves that.
man, that's,
Mm,
ugh, that's just stanky.
yes. Yes.
All right. This song, I'm only doing this one, and I'm only gonna say the title like this to make JR angry.
Mm.
This place hotel. The
Oh,
Jackson
you
5
better call that
Heartbreak
Heartbreak
Hotel
Hotel.
by the
Yes.
Jackson 5.
I would say to me scary. I would
Okay.
say scary because it is haunting. Like the
Mhm.
whole vibe of it. This pre-thriller like mystery. Then you got the Latoya screaming, and you know what I'm saying? It was
Yeah.
haunting. Then somebody yelling at the end of no, that's somebody yelling at the end of the song too. I think that was Michael. I can't tell, but and then I think about the Incredible Hulk because at the end with the piano. Y'all remember the Incredible Hulk where he walked down the road and
That's why we laughing.
Right.
yes, that's my favorite Jackson's album. Triumph is the best.
Oh yeah, so many people. Yes, yes.
A lot of people say Victory, not, but anyway, I'm sorry.
Oh, 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 oh. God bless them.
Yeah, no.
Jared get about fucking nerves. He's the worst, but the best at the
Ah,
same time. All right. This is a recent rest in peace, but Yarborough and Peoples don't stop
mm,
the music.
mm.
Ah,
I freaking listen. You don't really want to stop? No. That's the only reason I love that song.
When I was a kid,
yes.
I was a kid. That was the best thing in life to me. You hear me? Ask
Yes.
my mama. Oh my god.
Yes, I remember. It must have been Chris. I don't know when that song was released in 1980, but I remember playing with my little Jeffrey Toys R Us phone, and that music that it almost sounds like a Stevie Wonder song. It has Stevie Wonder inflections,
Oh
especially that
yes.
bass riff.
Yep. Oh yes.
Yeah, but I love that song. It's one of my favorite non Stevie '80s songs. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let's go. Uh, Dang, this is a good ass year. I just can't choose. The Ozzy Brothers.
Mm-mm. Don't you say it.
Here we go again.
Ooh.
Which is like my favorite Ozzy Brothers.
I That thing is just such a vibe. I just see like an open
It's
area.
it's so open. It's airy.
Yeah, it's air wherever it is. It's just open. I thought you was gonna say don't say goodnight,
I
but
was, but then I seen that one hit the charts too, and I was like, that's
yeah,
my favorite. So I was like, it's selfish, but we gonna talk about it.
that one sounds like that one. Substantially, that justifies the length because it's after a period of time they just stop singing, and it's just dun 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 dun. Dun, 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 I love that song. That I love that, and it's just like an open wherever you at, you just riding with your top down, and yeah, that
Yeah,
song is a vibe right
yeah.
there.
I'm glad you said that. That's a riding song.
Yes,
That's
yes, it
that's
is.
you play that in the car.
Yes, yes.
All right. Last but not least, we're gonna go. We are gonna go. Patrice Russian. Haven't you heard?
Woo. Peanut butter. I don't know why. This is
No, because
something.
it's so thick.
It's so thick. You know. I think I had I like peanut butter, but Patrice Russian's her music is always just it's always a vibe. It's a vibe like that. You remind me. That's her music is stands apart. Vocally, I think
Ooh,
you
that's just for Jr.
Yes.
That's his favorite part of it.
you
Yes.
run feels some type of way. He quiet.
I know Junior got so quiet during the.
Because you know
But
why? Because I be wanting them to go in on theirs.
Bobby one you go into, but I really love
And
it.
that's why I had to come in with the ooh.
Yeah,
That's your
yeah.
fault.
She it's her music like didn't you know or haven't you heard
Yeah.
settle for my love. It's
I
She's one
got
of those singers that
I
you
got
don't have to
water.
do all these runs and craziness.
She
Let
don't.
the music and my vocal,
Yeah.
let me give you what I have.
You get his
And
roads.
yes, I'm telling that's settle for my love. Haven't you heard?
Mhm.
That's I mean,
I took for my roads.
mm, I think music did a good job on that too. I think I like his version.
I love it. It's one of my favorite songs
Me
on
too.
Six
Me too.
debut.
Yep.
Music
Be
did a
honest.
good job
He
on
did
that.
that. He really did do that.
Yeah.
He did it justice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he did. He did. But yeah, but she just had a birthday too, didn't she?
I think so. A couple weeks
Was
ago.
it a birthday? I think so. I can't remember, but
Yes.
She's been doing a lot of interviews lately too, and I've been
Mm,
loving it because
yeah,
her mind, her music
yes.
mind
yes,
is is so brilliant and so interesting and things I never would even thought of. So
yeah. I mean, coming from a jazz background like she did to
mhm.
go,
They hated the jazz world hated that shit. That
they
she
hate. Oh yeah, they hate it. I mean, a lot of people, even Earth, Wind, and Fire, they weren't particularly thrilled with the pop that they did in the mid to late '70s. But yeah, I love her artistry. She's almost like a female Stevie Wonder to me, to some degree.
I
You know.
agree. I
me
agree
too.
with that.
I think that full stop. Not even to some
Hmm.
degree. I feel that way.
Hmm.
Yes.
Mhm.
Plus, that was Prince's muse. He he he
Yo, yes.
he wanted her.
Because he did what he did. I want to be your lover for her, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Yep.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yes. Well, thanks for playing.
Oh,
That was good.
absolutely. I was waiting for some more songs. That's down my alley. You know what I mean?
But hey, let's do one more. One more.
Okay.
One more.
Okay.
One more. Make it good. Make it good. Okay. How about oh LTD? Where did we go wrong?
Mm,
Ooh.
Where did we go wrong?
that is a nighttime song on somebody's porch.
Quiet Storm staple, by the way.
That is a quiet storm.
Not many nights you didn't hear that on the Quiet Storm. I
Yes.
mean, way
That
after that
part.
song was out. So
What? That
way after. I heard that in the 90s Quiet Storm.
that is a mean sort of harmonies and if our love was meant to be together, together. Oh, April Love. Y'all know about April Love
Do. I mean, I
from
do.
Do.
LTD?
Yes.
I'm an LTD aficionado. If
Yeah, I think Jeffrey just left, and I forget my man's name. I did a cover, and he shouted me out on YouTube. I think it's Ray. Oh
Oh,
goodness.
what?
Yeah, I did it. I love April Love. That is my joint.
Ooh.
That but LTD all together, they concentrate on you.
I love that song real bad.
Yeah,
Concentrate on you.
he don't get the credit he deserves. Jeffrey.
No, and don't.
Concentrate on that song
Mm-mm-mm.
real bad. Okay.
Yes.
Those my guys. All right.
Yes.
I think this is around 79 to 80. Y'all know about Alfonso?
Alfonso, yes, the one that they try to bring out now. They try to say they copy Mike. I'm like,
Like that changed the world. You listen to Change the World. I mean, did the chicken come before the egg? The cover
I'm
too.
mad at you with that one. You're absolutely right.
You
You're
know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. I looked at that and then the cover, and he doing the lean,
he doing the lean, the thriller lean.
the
Yes, he
thriller
is.
lean.
Yes, he
Oh
is.
my goodness! I
But
don't know
Mike is
who.
also a student of music too.
Yeah, and it's like his vocal inflections, the suit, the tie, the lean.
All of that.
Somebody told me this, and then somebody at first they was like, that's Alfonso. I'm like, okay, who's Alfonso? Fresh Prince. And I'm like, that's not him.
Is
That ain't him. But I like that song though, man. That's
I
a
like the
killer song.
album. I do.
Yeah.
I rocked with the album, but everybody, he
mm,
wasn't as big, so everybody thinking, oh, he copied Mike, and I'm like, no, y'all need to do a little bit of research.
Yeah,
I like
exactly.
it.
Exactly.
y'all can like
Exactly.
it amongst yourselves. But
Yeah.
That
again,
part. That
Yes.
part.
thank you for hanging out with us. This was beautiful.
Yeah,
This
thank y'all so
This
much
was
for having me.
spiritual.
Yeah, you know what?
yes, one of my
Thank y'all
favorites, yo.
again. I wish I'd get back with y'all sooner, the schedules, and y'all have been doing it, but man,
Oh God, we bodied this, yo. Like I'm
yeah,
This was
this was fun.
this is a good.
oh
This
God,
was a
this is so
genuinely
fun.
This
amazing
is so
time.
much fun,
And it
y'all.
was spiritual to me. Anytime we talk about, even we talking about Stevie, it's like talking about for Christians talking about scripture.
Yeah,
That part.
It's
and it's something that I know for me. I didn't have to study. My thing was I wanted to like make sure I had all my like just because there was so much to say.
Yeah.
I could
so
go.
much to say. Cashapp.
Yeah, yeah. I wasn't too shy to say. I just, oh, I like doing that. But
you
yeah,
can't
nah, it was
afford
a
it, yo.
vibe. It was a vibe. I was, again, y'all are killing it. And y'all, again, I'll be watching y'all, and I enjoyed myself. The first time I was on, and it's like
And he will
we
be
haven't
back.
met in person, but when you have a meeting of the minds, it is spiritual because
Yes.
somebody else would say we're nerding out or I'm nerding out, but it's like I'm talking to my family. Y'all, we speak the same language. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're communing.
Mm.
Yes.
Well,
Love
communion
it.
is
So
not communing. Then it's
yeah,
community.
I'm gonna stay in touch because I would love to when you all go into another Stevie album, I would love to be a
Oh,
part.
listen. You got there's plenty more Stevie albums to discuss, so
Okay.
you can go back and
And
pick one. You got the calendar down.
the
It's
thing
on you.
is, everyone's hit all the like the mainstays, but now
Yeah.
it's time to get into the ones that which was great that somebody picked characters of the ones that we haven't heard a lot of discourse about. So
Yeah.
Right.
that's
Correct.
that's so
Yeah.
dope.
Or
So
we can go to the 60s again. You got to go to the formative years to be able to appreciate the ones that you've already discussed.
mhm,
You know what I mean? Granted, they weren't the concept albums that we come to know, but they're part of the canon. They're part of
you can't
you.
erase it.
Your first time hearing the clavinet is on For Once in My Life.
For once in my life, that's right.
You know what I mean? And so you got to look at the songwriting, his vocally in the 60s. Stevie was hitting it. I mean, it was so much, happening that you got to be able to speak to that. You
Facts.
can't not, like you said, when everybody goes, so Songs and Kid Like's my favorite. It's like Thriller's your favorite. Like,
Oh,
like you skimming the surface, you got the greatest hits, basically. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
that
You
part.
And
just
if you listen to the rest and that's still your favorite, then that's your fucking favorite. And
yeah,
I respect anybody's favorite. Let me
yeah,
let me pull all this back. But it's like when I hear it, I'm like, oh, I want them to explore more, so much more. And that could still be your favorite. And that's fun.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah.
you don't know
You
what
got to go
made
beneath the
that,
surface,
and you
though.
don't know what happened after that that made the whole artist. And that's my only thing. It can be
Yeah,
your favorite.
exactly,
Yes. That part.
exactly.
Because
Like,
I mean, at the end of the day, it's an amazing album. I have about 5, 6 of in top 20 Stevie songs for me in that album, just in that album, all in sequence. So
yeah,
like, it's not a dig. It's
yeah. I mean, Summer
Right.
Soft is one of my favorites. You know, what I mean,
Knocks me off my feet
it
is a
knocks me
top
off my
five for
feet.
me.
another
Ordinary
star
Pain.
for me.
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
You sure
there's
wasn't sad?
I would I will fight you in your face in public
ah.
in front of the police.
But yeah, again, thank y'all so much. I'm gonna definitely sign up again so that we can,
Oh yes,
continue to chat. And
please
shout out,
do.
my brother Keith Burrows, because he's the one that introduced me to y'all, and
He's
oh,
he's
that's
introduced
my
me to
guy.
a lot of people that are family.
Yes,
Yes,
Like
love Keith,
several.
man. Ah,
yes, he is.
We wouldn't be tight with Ed Bowser if it weren't for Keith. So
yep,
Yeah,
yep.
yeah.
that's
So,
our guy. So yeah.
Mhm.
mm. Yeah. But again, much love to y'all. Again, appreciate y'all. Thank you all again.
And just real quick, tell
Yeah,
folks how they can find you. If you
Yes,
would like to be found,
yeah,
and I'm sure
yeah,
you would
yeah.
because you're an artist and more
absolutely.
artists do. So the
Yes.
floor is yours.
Alrighty. So again, this is Desmond Parson. You can catch me at I am Desmond underscore Parson on Instagram for some intimate details. You can catch me on my website, DezVibe. That's DezVibe.com. Desmond Parson on Facebook and TikTok and YouTube.
All right. Well, thank you. And we thank all of our cousins checking us out in the live chat and outside of that. We love y'all. Like, share, subscribe. Y'all know the spiel. Tell a friend, tell an enemy, but as long as you tell somebody. And
That's
we
right.
love y'all. And we will catch y'all on the next catch. That. Peace.
Peace.
Peace.